everybody? Hope you all have had a decent few days. Surely do. Surely do. It's coming up on Christmas, guys. It's Merry Christmas Eve Eve. We're very close. We're very close. Thank you guys so much for watching, and welcome to the Dozer Den. I am the Bulldozer. If you have not followed the channel yet, Bulldozer74, go ahead and click that follow button. Smash the like button. And I get that sometimes you get a little excited and you feel like you need to hit it more than once. And you know what? That's okay. But make sure that if you hit it more than once, you hit it at least thrice. Not twice, but thrice. Because twice, well, you just cancel out your like. And nobody wants to do that. We want to be proud killdozers here in the Dozer Den. I stream Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Central. Usually go for about 3 to 4 hours. There you go, JJR. You got that plussy. In the old days of Rumble, it used to be called the plussy because it was a plus sign instead of a thumbs up. You could smash the plussy. You could pound that plussy. You could wreck the plussy. That's PLUSSY. Get your minds out of the gutters. It is Christmas time, y'all. Heathens, I say. Heathens. But anyways, I stream Mondays and Thursdays, 9:30 Central. Usually cover about 3 to 4 news stories. And we've got some, I'm not going to lie, we've got some dark ones tonight. But we have a lovely clip from Rob Schneider at the end. Good to hear, JJR. Have a good time at work. Thank you for listening. And thank you to all those that do choose to watch the show. Really cool that people actually take time out of their evening to either hang out with us here in the Dozer Den and the live stream, or yeah, you see that, Sam Duty. Or watching afterwards. To those who watch after the live stream, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time to check out a small-time creator like myself. And yes, Sam Duty, you noticed. You were a noticer of the, got my buck up on the wall. My brother-in-law finished it up. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I think it looks pretty damn good up there. And I got one of my fish up there, too. That fish is the one that I actually, one of the ones that's been over there on top of the little, I think it's a jewelry box, or not a jewelry box. It's for small tools, like small fine tools. I don't really have much in there, to be honest. It's just kind of there, but it's there for when I want to throw something in a tiny drawer. But that fish up there is a 6.5 pound largemouth that I caught when I was like 13 years old, and threw it in my backpack. Smart idea to go ask the person who owned the pond, "Hey, can I mount it?" And he's like, "Well, you already got it out the pond. Might as well." So I thought that was pretty cool when I was 13. So then it's a solid little bass. It's not the what is it, the Billy Bass? Is that what it was called? The one that does the singing? It's not that, I swear. It's a real bass. Well, it's dead now, of course. But yeah. C-dubs. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. All good, dude. All good, Sterling. All good, man. We're going to do our thing. It's a good time. Oh, man. Guys, I got I'm not going to lie. I've got some liquid encouragement for this stream, because we're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about some things that are quite infuriating. And you know what? I thought it might be a good idea to have a little bit of that Sugarland shine off to the side just in case. Got my little skull glass right here. We'll take a sip every now and then. That, and it's, Christmas cheer, right? Gets you warmed up a little bit. Let me check and make sure my audio's sounding good in all the places. Make sure we get this posted over to my X peeps, because we do have quite a few that watch us over there on X. Thank you so much to those who do watch. Guys, if you're watching on browser, you may have noticed there is this cool little red present by the $, and that is to gift a subscription to somebody. I'm not sure exactly how the mechanics work, so if anybody wants to give that a try, that is actually an option now. You can gift subs here on Rumble. If it's green, that means you have Rumble Premium content, from what Rick Rosella, Rumble Rick as some might call him, said over there on X. And the red one means that it just gifts the subscription to the channel. So that is actually an option now. Rumble is freaking making some waves, man. Tether investing $775 million. I don't know much about Tether, but kudos to them. for supporting a free speech platform like Rumble. If you want to subscribe to the channel, $5 a month. Simply $5 a month. That's a few sodas a month, guys. And you can become one of the elite killdozers in the Dozer Den. Your name will be lit up in the most beautiful shade of MAGA red. You will get subscriber-only emotes. And you will have the knowledge that you are part of the Killdozer army. Metaphorical army, of course, not a real army. Not a real army. It's a good time, though. It's a good time, though. If you feel the inclination to support the Dozer Den in that way, well, much appreciated. Nobody ever has to donate to the Dozer Den. But if all you can do is just watch the show, comment in the comment section, share the stream out, click that awesome little repost button that Rumble has now. Anybody that follows you on Rumble will see what you repost in Rumble. So that is a cool feature that is there as well. And, of course, just hanging out in the chat works as well. I do have a Discord. That links are in the description of the video. I've got the and Venmo and Cash App if somebody is so inclined. But the Discord link is there as well. I need to start including my locals link in there. The dozerden.locals.com. I think we've got 12 or 13 people over there on locals. I did post there today. I need to figure out how to live stream the locals. I've been told that I need to email somebody, but I haven't done any more research into that. So I need to do a little bit of, I need to be more involved over there. I do. It'll come at some point. Uh-oh. I think it's demons trying to get involved with Rumble. With a tether? Well, I hope not, Sam Duty. I sincerely hope not. Let's go ahead and make sure things are rolling well over on X. Share this out to my X peeps. We are live. By the way, follow me over there on X at Billdozer74 __. We are back up to 2866, guys. So what is that? 134? Yeah, 134 followers till we hit 3,000 again on X. We hit it for a brief shining moment, and then the bot purge occurred, and we plummeted down to 2,700. But we're slowly clawing our way back. Well, darn. I guess I need to do a little bit of research into Tether, huh, Sam Duty? I will make sure to do that at some point. It's been busy. Guys. With all the stuff, family stuff, work stuff. It's been a busy time. And, of course, this time of year, you're running, right? I know you guys can relate to that. Oh, look, my window's open currently on X. Yay. Let's hope it stays that way for a few minutes. More than maybe a couple hours this time, X. I implore you, let people see my videos. It would be nice. Sam Duty, you don't know you're just being defensive. Well, you know what? A defensive posture is sometimes a good thing. It surely is. All right, let me share this out to my X peeps. We got a few different people that we share this out to. Live in the Dozer Den. Oh yes, the silence. That's what we need here. Dead air. That's all we need. All right, we will pin this to the top here on my feed. That way people can find it fairly easily. At least that's the hope anyways, right? That is the hope. There we go. Oh, goodness, guys, goodness. We had one Christmas already, a little bit early, but got a gun safe. I'm very grateful for that gun safe because even if I've got my gun cabinet over here for most of my stuff, there are still some things that I could definitely put in that gun safe. So I'll be utilizing the heck out of that thing. Got to find a good spot for it. Not really much room here in the office / bedroom, to be honest. But we'll find a place, dang it. We sure will. Darn desk takes up so much room, the bed, the gun cabinet. The gun cabinet's rather large. One of these days, whenever I get maybe get a second camera that I can utilize, I might put it up on my other monitor and articulate it every now and then. So, Sam Duty, with this voice I got going on, it'll put you to sleep. Well, it's better than therapy. Therapy Range. I was on Therapy Range yesterday, by the way. Great channel, gun stuff. just conservative, just red meat, good stuff. Good guy. I was on with him for a couple hours yesterday. Um, his joke is always that my voice is so calming and relaxing that it just, it's almost like a laxative effect for him, and he has to just go to the bathroom. I'm like, well, I'm glad that my voice acts as a vocal, a verbal laxative for you. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm getting sick or nothing like that. I'm I'm finally getting towards the end of um of the man cold that I had, and part of it could be that I've got the mic up a little bit higher. I've moved it up. Um, it is on a very fancy piece of equipment to get the mic up where it's a little bit closer to me. Um, I don't know why my voice is deeper today. No clue, no clue. But hey, we'll roll with it. But anyways, um, don't crap yourself, listeners. Exactly, exactly. Oh, Paul was cracking me up yesterday. We had a good talk. We had a good talk. It was his Sunday shows are kind of just chill. Talking about stuff in general, life stuff. We covered a wide range of things. About 2 hours. Just good conversation. So extra soothing, huh? Well, that's good. That's good. Actually got to had a coworker today that has put 30 years in with the place where I work, and it was her retirement party today. So I went into the actual office for a good bit, and just had a good time hanging out with coworkers. Took We had people that wanted to reschedule meetings because, well, it's getting close to Christmas, right? So people don't really want to do much right now. It's just the truth. It is and that's okay. That's okay. We have times of the year where that's okay. So, but it was a good time hanging out with coworkers. Went out to lunch, talked about good times and whatnot, well wishes and everything. Yeah, I can't even think. And I'm 34, so I'm a ways off. For me, it's 90 and out to retire. So that means the years of service plus your age has to equal 90 for you to hit retirement. So for me, um, I'm at 10 years working where I am now, a little over 10 years. So that would put me at 44. So, all right, that's a lot. But as you age, it ages too, right? I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Harry Toe 2? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Now do what I do. Well, I am gonna do what I do. We're gonna roll with it tonight, guys. We're gonna roll with it. Does that buck look good up there, guys? Is it good placement? I think it's decent placement. I'm happy with it. My brother-in-law worked real hard on that. Does the boil in the borax. Had to blow it out with the air compressor yesterday to get the extra borax off of it. Got my right up there. You might be able to see it, but my butt call is right there, and actually, right there is the uh, the shell from the round that I shot him with. So one shot. That's all it took. One shot, and he was down. Did a little bit twitching. Did a little bit of twitching, but yeah, he was a pretty quick kill. So that's what you want. That's what you want whenever you're hunting. You want a good clean kill, good ethical shot. You don't want a gut shot like I got on one last year. Never was allowed to find that. I've told the story. I'm not gonna rehash it, but oh, it was something. It was something. But we have some things to talk about tonight, guys. We have some things that goes well with the stuffed animals. Yes, absolutely. See, I'm all over the place, guys. I'm a hodgepodge. I am a random individual. I and that's the way I kind of always been. I'm all over the place. I like what I like and I do what I do. I've got the anime stuff, I've got the nerd stuff, right? And then I've also got the redneck aspect, and I also, like lift weights and stuff like that. So like in high school and stuff, I didn't really just hang with one clique. I was, hanging out with the nerds, hanging out with the jocks, hanging out with the honors, clubs, shop club. If you were nice to me, I'm going to be nice to you. If you were an asshole to me, well, guess what? I was going to be an asshole right back to you. Yeah, that's kind of how I try to do it. I don't try to put vitriol out there if I can avoid it. But when it comes to me, I'm usually going to respond in kind, or just ignore you and move on. You be sad and grumpy. Everyone ready for Christmas? Hope everyone is well and healthy this Christmas. May God bless everyone. Absolutely, Trish. That's a good message. Well, bring it up. Put it up there. Absolutely. I agree. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone, if you have travel plans, I hope you're going to travel safely. If you're traveling right now, well, focus on the road, please. Um, unless you're a passenger, of course, then do what you do. Hope everyone has a safe holidays. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream Thursday night or not, so we might not have a stream Thursday. We're going over to my mother-in-law's for a Christmas celebration there, so we've got Wednesday, actual Christmas, where you go to church and open the presents and all that. Then we are Thursday, like I said, going over to my mother-in-law's, and then I think we might have one more after that. I am not 100% sure, but multiple Christmases are nice. They are, but it's a lot of running. It's a lot of running, and thankfully they're kind of spread out over the days. So it's not all on one day that we're trying to hit 3 or 4 different places, an hour here, hour there, and kids aren't having fun with all the drive time. I'm not having fun with the drive time because I'm the driver. I drive Miss Daisy. That is my job. Exactly. Exactly what it's about. It's the man. It's what you do as the guy. Not saying Lady Dozer can't drive, but it's just kind of what you do, you know? It's kind of what you do. But anyways, we have some things to talk about tonight, y'all. We do have some things to talk about. First on the list, we're going to cover some of the death row commutations. The Biden administration, and I'm going to stop referring to it as referring to this situation as Biden did this or Biden did that. Biden's not doing anything. Biden's just there. The administration is doing all that it can to be as communist and the anarcho tyranny aspect, guys. We've got to get this in check. Hopefully, with this next administration, if it's allowed to take place, if this next administration is allowed to come in, I'm still not convinced. I'm still on edge. There's a reason that I still got the "Let's Go Brandon" freaking band on, the FJB "Let's Go Brandon," and that can be the Biden administration for sure. It's a good point, Harry Toe. Everyone likes the holidays, but are happy when they are done. It's very true. Need to get away and fire up a live stream with the phone. Sam Duty, I might do that. Get my phone actually charged up. It was kind of glitching out though. I don't know if it'll work too well. We'll see. Might turn it off and on a couple times. That's the one of the first things the tech department tells you. Have you turned it off and on? What's up, Neurodivergent 1? Smash that thumbs up, peeps. Absolutely, guys. If you have not hit that like button, go ahead and smash that like button. Pound the like button. Give it a good thumping. Lean in real close to the like button. Whisper sweet nothings into his ear and nibble on his ear. And we're not going to do that. That is what creepy Uncle Joe Biden does, and we do not want to be like Uncle Joe Biden. No, sir. No, sir, we don't. Comment in the comment section if you feel the need. Apparently that helps with the algorithm. One of the jokes, like the joke comments that I usually leave in people's comments section is comments for the a sacrifice of comments for the algorithm gods. Let them smile upon you. Oh man. Oh man. Office air. I bet you that's why my voice sounds different tonight, guys. I was in the office and I was around office air. If you guys don't, yep, I bet you that's it. Bet you that's why my voice is different. That or I'm having a resurgence of the man cold. Who knows? Who knows? Oh man, Biden was just along for the ride when he came to the. Yep. Yeah, I agree, Sam Duty. Biden has been a figurehead. He has been, and people apparently have reported that 18 months in, his faculties were slipping so severely that they were pretty much doing everything for him. His cabinet, there's a reason that his cabinet's been so chaotic. There's no leader, there's no messaging that's on the same page. It's going to be they're doing their own thing. They don't have a leader. Biden is not a leader. Not even with Jill wiping his ass. He is just there, existing at this point. Oh, good logic is live right now. That son of a bitch. Encroaching on my time. Damn you! Dirty Jew! Oh, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Although we do have some conversations about a particular Jewish sect that we're going to get into after the commutations. We're gonna read off the set 37 out of 40 federal death row inmates that he commuted their sentences. We're gonna read them off, and we're gonna go ahead and say what their crime was, because I think it's important. I think it's important to realize that these are not just intangible um, stories. These are real. These have an effect on the victims, the families of the victims, and honestly, it should have an effect on society. Now, I'll get into my kind of perspective on death, the death penalty when we get into it. I will, and there is nuance, but we'll get a little bit more specific when we dive into it in depth. So after that, speaking of death, whew, my title, Fiery but mostly peaceful subways. Gallows humor, guys. Gallows humor. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. Uh, I think it was today. A woman was lit ablaze by an individual, and she's no longer with us. After that, she was just standing there. Dude lit her on fire. Happens to be a Guatemalan illegal alien. Good job. Good job, New York. Things are going so well, swimmingly, one might say. What's up, Jacob Castro? Guys, if you haven't followed Jacob Castro yet, go ahead and give him a follow. Had a nice show on the other night talking about leadership and other things. It's good stuff. I was listening while I was delivering DoorDash, so you kept me company the other day, Castro. Good job, man. Um, but Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, y'all. Oh, I've been noticing nobody has recoiled when I say Merry Christmas. Seems like everybody is fairly receptive. And I had this conversation earlier today. If someone comes up and says Happy Hanukkah to me, guess what? I'm gonna probably say it right back. Because it's just a human interaction. It's just what it is. Who cares? Yeah, Happy Hanukkah. Yeah, you too. I've literally had that happen before. I was at work and I was like, "Hey, Merry Christmas," and they're like, "Oh, well, we don't celebrate, but yeah, Merry Christmas to you." And then they said, "Happy Hanukkah," and I was like, "Yeah, back at you." Let me see something real quick. Um, Let me see here. Oh, might have to do some move some stuff around. Oh, let me see here. Un momento. Got a message. Got a message to Lady Dozer. Let's see. We're gonna have to shuffle some things. I think Lady Dozer is gonna be up here working on wrapping some presents. Actually, might be able to turn it enough to see my gun cabinet. Maybe. Oh, I don't want to knock things over. I don't want to knock things over. We're making it happen. Making it. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, there it is. This is so professional, guys. This is so professional. What's up, Wendy? Good to see you. I'm gonna have to reach over for my bag here. Look at that. Look at that. There's a little bit of my gun cabinet. Built that when I was, and there's a bag of cans there. Yes, I'm recycling those cans. I drink a lot, but that is my half octagon gun cabinet. You can see a little bit of it there. Built that when I was a sophomore in high school. So, yeah, we'll do that. You can see my CPAP. I don't give a shit. I suffer from short fat neck syndrome, y'all. Short fat neck syndrome. That is the thing. You can see a little bit of that there. A little bit of that there. All right. All right. Should be good. Give her privacy when she's wrapping presents. All right. All right. I've been distracted. I've squirreled. Castro, good lord. Listening while mucking horseshit. Well, sometimes it's horseshit. Sometimes you got to deal with that horseshit. And that's okay. That's okay. Working hard, man. Do you have horses, like, or do you like work on a farm or something like that? Sometimes I You like that rack, don't you, Wendy? It's good, isn't it? That is the 8 point that my brother-in-law was working on for me. So, yeah. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. And one of the other fish is not up yet. I don't know if I'm going to put it up, honestly. Yeah, I will. It's a little 5 pounder. That was when I caught that when I was like 11. So I thought that was a huge deal. But let me bring this back down. You can see a little bit of my gun cabinet there. Not a lot, but a little. Super professional. Super professional. Gonna take a little sip here. Goodness gracious. Stuff is sweet. So sweet. Sugarland shine. Oh, Trish, good to hear. Look at that. You got the plumbing issues fixed. What a job. But now have to fix the plumber's screwed up job. He took my money and ran, then refused to come back and fix his mistakes. Well, that is garbage. What the fuck is up, Denny's? What's up, Lord of the Ring? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Dry January. Is anyone else doing it? Well, I don't drink that much, so I'm mostly dry most of the time. Every now and then I'll drink on streams a little bit, like sip a little bit. Like I'll probably sip on this for the whole stream. It's like a shot and a half or that, something like that. Um, hey, more power to you, Harry Toe. If that's something that you want to do, get after it. Enjoy your sober January. Oh man, let me make sure. I haven't actually done an audio check yet. That might be something that I should do, right? I'm sure you guys would have let me know. There's a meme video of a metal band playing a show inside a Denny's, and he yells that right before the breakdown. It's amazing. That sounds awesome. That is great. What the fuck is up, Denny's? Oh, and it's already gone. No, X, why you gotta do me that way? Why you gotta do me that way, X? So frustrating. There was a little growl for you. Air audio is fine. Good deal. Good deal. It's in the intro clip of your channel. Holy crap. I've been slacking, Lord of the Rings. I've been slacking. Have you tried taking some Allegra? Might try that stuff in your head. I mean, maybe. I don't really have much going on. I blew my nose earlier. That was something. Take some Allegra. I do have some antihistamines. I was taking Zyrtec there for a little bit. It does a job. It does a job. Honestly, I think my voice is just sounding better now. I think that's what it is. Cocaine is great for allergies. Lord of the Ree. That's a little bit of an interesting approach to it, I suppose. Good Lord, I was actually going to listen to myself for a second here. All right, we good. Oh, probably should put my headphones on. Maybe not yet. We'll put it on later. There are some things we are going to play tonight, but mostly we're going to be doing some reading tonight. So after we, okay, we're going to watch some. We're going to watch a little bit of the lady on the subway, mostly to point out how ridiculous it is that nobody helps. And I get with the Daniel Penny considerations. I understand why people weren't helping, but honestly, and the cop, what a just useless. And I know you don't, according to the Supreme Court, there is no duty to protect and serve. I understand that, but you're a human being as well. And yeah, somebody should have helped. Somebody should have helped. Oh man. Oh my gosh, Lord of the Rings. Mercury and cocaine. What a mix. What a mix. Yeah, the video is pretty messed up. Mostly just to see. We're just gonna play a quick one. And also we have a clip from Governor Hochul talking about how safe and great the subways are on the same day that a woman is literally set ablaze on the subways. These people are the embodiment of the Hunger Games. That's pretty much what they are. They are the ones at the Capitol with the fancy hats and the, weird dress, and they are the personification of that. And I don't think they're ever going to figure out why people hate them because they think they're elite. They think elite is something to be proud of. When most of us normal folks, when we say elites, we say it with an air of disdain. They didn't want to go to jail for choking a guy out. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that one. I would take that one. I don't care. That Guatemalan fucking monster, demon scum of the earth, was fanning the flames. He was helping it along with this woman standing there on fire, fanning the flames. I, I cannot imagine the evil that has to be in your heart for that. You don't have a heart. You don't have a heart. And honestly, those people are there's a very simple solution to those individuals. And if you have absolute evidence, you know what? Yeah, brass solution, really quick. End them. They don't need to be on this planet. They don't need to be wasting the oxygen. They are a waste of oxygen. That's what should happen. That's what should happen. Yep, he'll be burning forever. I agree, Harry Toe. I do agree. Um, just nuts. And it doesn't sound like there was I mean, there's going to be, of course, more investigation for sure. But it sounds like this woman was just sleeping on the subway. Always keep your awareness up in public, guys. Keep your awareness up. It's never good to operate on a level white, so low awareness, not really concerned about anything. Stay on level yellow. Level yellow. I think orange is the next one up. Um, Yellow for sure. You've got to be ready just in case. Yeah, I would have at least taken my damn coat off and tried to wrap her up and get her on the ground and start, knocking the fire out. No telling what the woman had going on that she was able to let that start. No, I guess she was sleeping, maybe passed out. I don't know if substances were involved, but it doesn't mean she needed to suffer like that. Um, and like I said, just the absence of humanity, that we saw. Um, it's oh Lord, I do not like that sitting there. Fuck it, who cares? You're not here for the gun cabinet, are you? You're here for the dozer. Um, there you go, Lord of the Ree. Yep, I always got a pocket knife with me. Always got a pocket knife. Better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Astute. Quite an astute statement of you, sir. For you, sir. The next thing that we're going to get into, guys, I'm noticing some things. Guatemala apparently has a little bit of a rampant child trafficking issue. And recently, an extremist sect of Judaism, let's not say they're the main, although Israel may have helped them get their roots there in Mexico and Guatemala. There's a little bit of an interesting history there. Lev Tahor in Guatemala recently had 160 children saved from them. There's suspicions that there was abuse going on. They might have stolen them. Then they went and tried to steal them back because you gotta keep your product, right. If that's your product, well, you gotta make some shekels some way, I suppose. The Guatemalan Jews in that group, it's quite interesting. Now, they're still investigating, but if the allegations are accurate, we have an article we're going to read through. If the allegations are accurate, well, my goodness, there's a problem with that serious problem. Are the Guatemalans the ones who taught those Israelis how to dance by the freeway? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we should have our little tinfoil hat here for that. Nah, not yet. Hang out on the flagpole there. Little Trump bobblehead. The tinfoil hat rests. That's tinfoil. It's aluminum foil, but it rests upon his head. So, and And guys, after that, speaking of kids being hurt, we've got the Zulock horrors. The Zulocks, it is a gay couple, two men, who I think a couple of years ago adopted some special needs boys. They adopted some special needs boys from a Christian adoption agency, solely for the purpose of using them for their own sexual gratification and to pimp them out to their fellow monsters. And they did that, and they have evidence of it, and they got caught. And so we're gonna briefly address that. And then, guys, after we get done with all this all this Christmassy cheer here, I think I owe you guys a Thursday stream at this point, but where we're a little bit less dark. We will have a Massie Minute talking about the ethics, the ethics of the house, and how we have a fund that is specifically for paying off individuals who have made accusations against congressmen. So we've got that Massie Minute, and then we have the happy story. Yeah, it sounds like people Biden would pardon or commute their sentences. Yes, absolutely, Castro. Absolutely. Awesome. They went nuts with the gifted subs in Darth Jason's chat. Nice. That's cool stuff. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. That is an option now. Rumble has gifted subs, guys. Hooray! Rumble's moving on up. It's good stuff. Yes, the positive story at the end. The positive story in the end. Well, it's more so it's a win. It's a win, and it's an uplifting feeling. It's Rob Schneider at the AmFest. And I might have a couple other things that I'm going to pull up too. But Rob Schneider at AmFest had about a 5 or 6 minute clip where he it's just beautiful. It's beautiful how he lays things out, and he's got a pretty decent delivery too. So that's what we're going to talk about there at the end. So. Damn, Harry Toe. Freaking awesome, dude. Harry Toe just gifted 5 subscriptions to Billdozer74. Harry Toe 2, thank you so much for that, dude. That's awesome. We got Lord of the Ree, Trish 1, Sam Duty, Jacob Castro, and Wendy were the lucky recipients of those gifted subs. Thank you so very much for that, Harry Toe. Think I'll go ahead and take a sip for that one, sir. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for the support, sincerely. Oh my goodness, you guys are gonna get to use the elite emotes, the subscriber only emotes. Oh my gosh, the chat has turned red. Lovely, quite lovely. Thank you so much. That's cool stuff. Yeah, there you go. Get it. Bam. Merry Christmas to you. That's a waxing bill? Waxing what? I'm very confused. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you very much. Let's see. We might have a couple other things that we cover tonight. We might. There might be a random thing here or there. Might play a music video every now and then. I don't know. We'll see. Good stuff. See, we have 27 people watching. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. It's apparently important. Shows your support for this small channel here. Good times. But let's go ahead and... God, real quick. If you haven't noticed yet, the 8-point, bam, right up there on the wall. It's beastly. It looks great. I might have to move my other buck up here too. Put it over maybe to the well, it's left. Looking at the screen, the right of the bass. I might put my other deer up here too. I don't know yet. Its antlers are a little bit narrower and taller. A little bit younger buck. This guy's is just gnarly. That freaking curve out like that. I love that look. A little bit asymmetrical, but that's okay. No one's perfect. It's okay. It's okay, buck. We're not expecting perfection here. Oh, that's the wax. Yeah. Oh, that's a waxing. Solid. Remember when I was gonna have my back waxed? You haven't forgotten Sam Duty. Well, great memory there. That was months ago. Where'd I buy that skull? You talking about the skull shot glass? This was actually gifted to me. It was in a Christmas stocking years ago because I had a different one. And there we go, Wendy. Get it, get it. Oh, oh. Y'all having a good time. Glad to see it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Shot it. The one on the wall, if we're talking about that one, Lord of the Ree, yeah, that's my deer that I shot earlier in the year. So that is the big one. That's that pretty buck. My brother-in-law did a solid job. He did a solid job on that. It looks good. It looks good. Glad to have it. That was a hell of a Christmas present, and I love how he made the frame with a little lip that I can put stuff on. So I've got, like I said, I've got the bullet that I used to that I shot the deer with, the casing, anyways, uh, and yeah, and my grunt calls up there as well. So um, might put some other things on there at some point. I don't know. It's not directly over the bed. If it did fall on my head, it probably would hurt, but I think I would be okay. Um, I've got my step stool over there still to maybe get the other fish up there. That'll happen at some point. At some point. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to burying the lead here. 40 minutes in, guys, we hit 500 followers here on Rumble. Thank you so freaking much to people who are sharing out the show, people who watch regularly. Yeah, the chickens did a good job too. Yes, neurodivergent one. Thank you for reminding me. The chickens did a good job working on that skull. Um, did I make? Well, I posted a video. That was actually my brother-in-law doing the boil. But but no, we hit 500 followers here on Rumble, guys. We are slowly making our way up there. Apparently, when you hit 3,000 followers here on Rumble, things start kicking up to a increased pace, according to some individuals that I know. So we're on our way. We got 2,500 left, a little bit under 2,500 left. If you haven't followed the channel yet, don't forget to follow Billdozer74. Be an active participant in the Dozer Den. And if you haven't created an account yet, if you haven't created an account here on Rumble yet, because I think we have quite a few people that watch without an account, take 5 minutes out of your day. Lady Dozer did it. She was okay with it. Wasn't much of a hassle for her. Go ahead and create an account. Show your support for a platform that actually gives a crap about free speech. Um, and it it's something that no platform is perfect for sure. And Rumble's got its growing pains, but they are doing a hell of a lot better than they used to. And one of the cool things that you can do with Rumble is you can join Rumble Premium. This sponsorship is from Rumble, one that is incredibly important to the survival of the company. When Rumble first started in 2013, they built a platform for the small creator. They didn't censor or have biases. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought platforms would censor political conversation or censor opinions on COVID, but they did. Facebook admitted they fell to pressure from the Biden and Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They are attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They are attacked in corporate media. They are attacked by governments like France and Brazil and Russia. They are attacked from brand advertisers who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove speech while Rumble is fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brand advertisers. They really don't get much of that. Watching my show here on Rumble and others is the most they can ask from you. But if you really believe in this fight and if you have the means, one major way that you can help Rumble survive is by joining Rumble Premium. And remember, it's only if you can afford it. Don't ever put yourself out to do something like that. So if you have the means, absolutely that is an option. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment and believes in our human right to free speech. Rumble is offering $10 off, guys, with the promo code STUDIO. That's STUDIO when you purchase an annual subscription. Go to rumble.com/premium and use promo code STUDIO. Like I said, if you have the means and believe in the cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, well, you know what? I am just happy that you are taking time out of your day to watch the Dozer Den. Thank you so much. And thanks for rolling with me through that ad read. We won't do too many of those tonight. We won't do too many. Rumble stock to the moon. I actually haven't kept an eye on Rumble stock. I heard it was doing pretty well though. So that's good. That's good stuff. Don't know if Lady Dozer's coming up here to rap or not. We'll see. If she doesn't, then I'll move the camera back. Because I really don't like the makeup in the back. Nope. Nope. It's not my vibe. Got the gun cabinet a little bit there, so it kind of balances out, right? Maybe a little bit. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and roll into our first story. The Biden administration has commuted 37 of 40 federal death row inmates. Now, real quick, on the death penalty, I do believe that there are individuals who absolutely deserve the death penalty. I struggle with the state being the one to be in charge of that because I don't trust the state inherently. That's just how I am. So there are people um, who have been wrongfully convicted and executed. So my stance on the death penalty is it has to be 100% airtight. That is the one that did it. That is, they did the horrendous act that would require such a response. That's how I feel about the death penalty. Um, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because I don't trust the state. I really don't. But when somebody does something horrible to kids, when somebody murders individuals, as we they're all the ones that are on there are murderers. Um, they will now have life sentences instead of the death penalty, and our system is weird. We do have the appeal process, and that is valid. The appeal process is valid and it's necessary, but it seems like some individuals, the evidence is a little bit in your face, and with those where it's absolutely certain that they're the ones that did it, maybe after that one appeal, you just go ahead and you go ahead and just end them right there. Just end them. Brass solution. Fuck it. Stop housing them. You're giving paychecks to people, but you know what? They're not worth the oxygen anymore. Some of these individuals that he pardoned or commuted the sentences of, um, and let's pull up his fucking let's pull up his damn statement real quick. Let's pull this up. See if it'll let me share my screen tonight. Sometimes Rumble gets a little bit wonky. And we're going to have to refresh. Again, Rumble has growing pains. So only have 120 shares. Oh, hey, CW, that's something, dude. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. It'll get there. It'll keep going up. We can't pardon anyone on death row. They've already been pardoned. They're the commutation. They're not getting their. It's just changing the consequence. The commutation just changes the punishment. It doesn't take it away. But let me. Well, actually, you know what? I might just be boomerang. There we go. I was boomerang, guys. My apologies. My apologies. The boomerang is over. The boomerang is over. We have the statement from Mr. Potato in Chief, Potato Brains, mashed potato brains, one might say. Let's look at the statement from President Joe Biden on federal death row commutations. I've dedicated my career to reducing violent crime and ensuring a fair and effective justice system. The fuck you have, sir. Today, I'm commuting the sentences of 37 of the 40 individuals on federal death row to life sentences without the possibility of parole. These commutations are consistent with the moratorium my administration has imposed on federal executions in cases other than terrorism and hate-motivated mass murder. So, why do you get to decide, buddy? Why do you get to decide? You fucked the victims. You took the victims and said you don't get a fucking say. Did you even interact with the victims when you made these decisions? I don't think you did because you don't care. The administration behind him doesn't care about these individuals. Strong words coming up, guys. Strong words, get ready. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. That's like, let me be clear. When the fucking politician says that, you know bullshit's coming out. Make no mistake. I condemn these murders, grieve for the victims of their despicable acts, and ache for all the families who've suffered unimaginable and irreparable loss. I'm guided by my conscience and my experiences as a public defender. Fucking you, as a public defender, you stupid bastard. How long was he a freaking attorney even? Like, seriously. Dude was like 30 when he got into freaking office. That's like me getting in and staying in until I'm 90. All right? No. But guided by my conscience and experience as a public defender, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, vice president, and now president, asterisk, I am more convinced than ever that we must stop the use of the death penalty at the federal level. In good conscience, I cannot stand back and let a new administration resume executions that I halted. So it's a dig at Trump. It's to stop Trump. Because Trump's going to pick them back up. Trump's going to pick them back up, and this administration is doing everything that it can to hamstring the next administration because they are petty as all get out. They cannot, for a moment, let the next administration get anything done that they want to get done. They're going to do everything they can. Yeah, smooth transition of power. Excuse the fuck out of me. Nothing about this is smooth. Nothing about this has been smooth. You are doing everything you can to fuck up the next administration, and it's getting fucking old. Everybody sees what's going on, you fucking decrepit old bastard. And like I said, it's not necessarily on him. He has moments of clarity, I would assume, but for the most part, it's the apparatus that's behind Biden. They are doing everything they can to fuck Trump. This thing, death row, it is a small component of that. Most of it is World War III, because fuck the citizens. The gears of war must be lubricated by the blood of the innocent. That is where we are at in this world. The elites that I say with disdain, they are the ones that want to see everybody suffer. They want you, the normal individual, to suffer and rot. They could not care less about you. They want the criminals. They want the criminals to flourish. We are at that point. These people have the anarcho-tyrannistic, I think that's a word, the anarcho-tyrannistic point of view that the law-abiding citizen can get fucked. The law-abiding citizen, if they dare ever step a little bit out of line, you get smacked down. But the criminal, oh, we must show deference. We must show deference to the criminals in the society because they're just good boys and didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing wrong, guys. Nothing at all. And they are going to do what they can to spread shit all over the walls on their way out. Yep. Wendy, I absolutely agree with you. 100%. How are you going to pardon or commute the sentence of a sick motherfucker that raped and murdered multiple children? Fucking mnemonic. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I was having this conversation today. Some of the things, guys, some of the things that people end up doing. And we had this conversation with I had this conversation with Paul over on Therapy Range yesterday. By the way, check him out, Therapy Range. Got a good channel over there. People, I think human beings are uniquely susceptible, open to certain energies, wavelengths, what have you, demons. If they end up in the right spot in life, that they can be taken over subtly at first, and then it increases. And I think that is how because you ask, how would a human being be able to do some of these things? I don't think it's the human being that's necessarily making that decision. I think the demon gets in there and influences the individual because they're uniquely open to that demonic presence, and then they welcome it in eventually. Maybe not consciously, and then it warps them into something else. That's just my opinion. And I mean, it is pretty biblical, honestly. But oh yeah, instant CW 100%. What's up, crazy duck lady? Good to see ya. J6 pardon 100%. Yep. At this point, pardon all of them, even the ones that got violent. Fuck it, pardon them all. They've suffered enough. Even if you hit cops at this point, you know what? You already served your time. You served more than your time. We might have to pull up a Tim Pool rant. We might have to pull up that rant of Tim Pool just destroying that Gen Z kid. I forgot his name because I honestly don't care. But he just got obliterated by Tim Pool. And I have my problems with the Beanie Man. I surely do. But it was a damn good rant. And you got to give a rant its due, don't you guys? We like rants here. It was a good one. It was a good one. You don't usually see Tim Pool cuss. So when he gets at that point, it's serious. But yeah, back to Biden or the Biden administration. Adonis Paul. Good to see you, man. Guys, check out Late Night with Adonis Paul as well if you haven't already. Yeah, it was weird to get behind Tim Pool, but it was a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that was it was interesting. It was interesting to actually kind of you felt support for the Beanie Man with that rant because I think a lot of us have been saying some of those same things, and it was really cool to see somebody say it like that in a on a platform like that. It was good to see. I am sick and tired of people acting like the people from Certification Day 2021 because that's what it was. Um, I'm sick and tired of the people saying that those people deserve to suffer. At this point, pardon them all. I don't care. They've suffered enough, and especially for the people that clearly didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong, most of them. New Mohap footage. Oh no, Sterling. No. Said Merry Christmas with the Mohap. Mohap, guys. Does anyone know what Mohap stands for? MOHAP? Is that Michelle Obama has a what? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just here on the internet. I don't make the rules, okay? And I'm not the one, spreading these hypotheses, but I am curious. I am curious what we got here. It's absolutely massive. Holy shit. God bless. God bless Sterling. Merry Christmas from Sterling. Let's pull it up real quick. Let's pull it up. We'll get back. Hopefully we're not pulling it out. That's only for Michelle there. But let's go ahead. What's up, Aaron P1219 PP? Yes, absolutely. That is exactly what we're about to look at. It's a quick clip. It's a quick clip, but we've got to look at it, guys. You've got to look at it. Let's see what we're working with here. Confirmed. What is going on? Make sure I don't have audio going on. Oh, there's the slow-mo. There's the slow-mo. Look up, up. That y'all. Y'all. No. We can't have this. That is if that's Michelle Obama, that's clearly adjusting. That's InfoWars. God bless the frog prophet. God bless the frog prophet. Merry Christmas from Sterling. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for that. Good lord, guys. Good lord. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they pardoned cold-blooded murderers, but J6ers who had they oh, and we can't forget it. We have Mohop. Michelle Obama has a penis, and then we have Bohav. Barack Obama has a vagina. That's why he wears the mom jeans, guys. That's why he wears the mom jeans. Mm. Big Mike. Big Mike. Ugh. I gotta get that off the screen. I don't need to see it anymore. I'm traumatized now. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Sterling. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Let's get back into this. We have an article here. We have an article here from the AP, not Adonis Paul, Associated Press. Oh God, and I have a freaking pop-up. I need to turn my pop-up ad blocker on, don't I? People have been telling me this. People have been telling me this, but I keep forgetting. Oh, this is my streaming computer. I don't usually use it for anything else other than doing the things. But all right, there we go. Now I can see it. Now I can see it. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Harry Toe, 2, you raise an amazing point. There's not a single photo of Michelle Obama pregnant on the internet. 2 kids. Yeah, that's a good point. They may have been adopted. Who knows? Just saying. Just saying. Sterling, you like that Bohav? Yeah. There you go. There you go. Oh my gosh. There was adjusting. There was adjusting going on. That's a hog right there, guys. That's a hog. Yeah. All right. Let's read an article. Biden gives this is the wording of this makes it sound aggressive on Biden's part, doesn't it? AP is such fucking garbage. They used to be kind of middle ground. Not anymore, they're not. Not anymore, they're not. Biden gives life in prison to 37 of 40 federal death row inmates before Trump can resume executions. Not Biden commutes the sentence of violent murderers. You're going to phrase it in that lighting. You cannot. You cannot call them objective. You cannot call them neutral. They never were. Now they're just blatant about it. I if they receive any federal dollars as an objective arbiter of the news, they need to lose that immediately. Immediately. Oh, I agree. I agree. The thing is, I like when I read articles, I like to pull from somebody who I usually disagree with. Partially because it's fun to tear their article apart, and partially because it does challenge me and it makes me a little bit more clear in my assertions. As I've said before, guys, as iron sharpens iron, man sharpens man. And when you look at stuff that you disagree with to an extent, it can help refine you. That's kind of one of the reasons that I read this. And it, challenges my initial bias. If I'm just reading from, just the news or Fox News, well, Fox News, whatever. They're here and there. It ends up becoming a bunch of nodding your head. And when you do that, you can miss some things. So I like the other perspective. Doesn't mean I agree with it. And yeah, as I read through the article, you guys know what's up. We tear them up. We tear them up a little bit. All right, let's go into this. We have from Washington AP. Quote unquote President asterisk President Joe Biden on Monday announced that he is commuting the sentences of 37 of the 40 people on death row, converting their punishments to life imprisonment just weeks before President elect Donald Trump, an outspoken proponent of expanding capital punishment, takes office. The move spares the lives of people convicted in killings, including the slayings of police and military officers, people on federal land, and those involved in deadly bank robberies or drug deals, as well as the killings of guards or prisoners in federal facilities. You're not going to mention the kids. The AP neglected to mention the children there. Good job, AP. You're garbage. The decision leaves 3 federal inmates to face execution. They are Dylan Roof, who carried out the 2015 slayings of 9 black members of Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina; 2013 Boston Marathon bomber Zokhar Tsarnaev; and Robert Bowers, who fatally shot 11 congregants at Pittsburgh's Tree of Life Synagogue, the deadliest anti-Semitic attack in history. So if it's a hate crime, you can get the death penalty. But if you kill kids, a hate crime is more severe. Oh my, there's a woman playing volleyball. Hello there. Merry Christmas to you as well. Um, there is a what's up, Sully? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Yeah, we hit 500, guys. We are making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing. I'm homebound. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Oh yeah, that happened, guys. That happened. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. CW. Mind you. 9. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, yes, you are. Yep, Aaron, we actually covered that in a stream. Aaron says Biden didn't do crap. Who is running this country? Who's running the country? James O'Keefe just released another video. White House staff says that Biden is brain dead. Yep, we actually covered that. Not last stream, but I think the stream before. Um, we yeah, we covered that. He's pretty much brain dead at this point. Um, Lord of the Rings. If I didn't have girls, it would be gay as fuck. Hey, Vanessa Carlton. She is a genius. All right, love that song, man. The Terry Crews clip from White Chicks. Iconic, iconic. All right, so we read the statement from him earlier, talking about his career, commuting the sentences, to life without possibility of parole. These commutations are consistent with the moratorium my administration has imposed on federal executions in cases other than terrorism or hate related or hate motivated mass murder. Again, why do you get to decide that? Why are you the one that gets to fucking make that decision? You shouldn't be. You fucking shouldn't be. But you did. Excuse me. The people behind you did. You're just there. Reaction was strong, both for and against. A Trump spokesperson called the decision abhorrent. It's a good word. These are among the worst killers in the world. And this abhorrent decision by the administration is a slap in the face to the victims, their families, and their loved ones, said Trump spokesman Stephen Chung. President Trump stands for the rule of law, which will return when he is back in the White House after he was elected with a massive mandate from the American people. Heather Turner, whose mother was killed during the 2017 robbery of a Conway, South Carolina bank, blasted the decision in a social media post, saying Biden didn't consider the victims of these crimes. Absolutely. The pain and trauma we've endured over the last 7 years has been indescribable. Turner wrote on Facebook, describing weeks spent in the court in search of justice as now just a waste of time. Well, hopefully they have horrible things happen to them in prison, Heather Turner. Our judicial system is broken. Our government is a joke, she said. Joe Biden's decision is a clear, gross abuse of power. He and his supporters have blood on their hands. Some of Roof's victims supported Biden's decision to leave him on death row. Michael Graham, whose sister Cynthia Hurd was killed by Roof, said Roof's lack of remorse and simmering white nationalism in the U.S. means Roof is the kind of dangerous and evil person the death penalty is intended for. This was a crime against a race of people who were doing something all Americans do on a Wednesday night. Go to Bible study, Graham said. It didn't matter who was there, only that they were black. The Biden administration in 2021 announced a moratorium on federal capital punishment to study the protocols used, which suspended executions during Biden's term. But Biden actually had promised to go further on the issue in the past, pledging to end federal executions without the caveats for terrorism and hate-motivated mass killings. While running for president in 2020, Biden's campaign website said he would work to pass legislation to eliminate the death penalty at the federal level and incentivize states to follow the federal government's example. Similar language didn't appear on Biden's re-election website before he left the presidential race in July. Make no mistake, I condemn these mass murderers, grieve for the victims of their despicable acts, and ache for the families who have suffered unimaginable and irreparable loss, Biden's statement said. But guided by my conscience. You don't have a conscience. You're a potato man. You're a mashed potato brain. And my experience as a public defender, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Okay, we read that earlier. He took a political jab at Trump, saying, in good conscience, I cannot stand back and let a new administration resume executions that I halted. Yeah, because you care about life so much that you're throwing young men in Ukraine into the meat grinder, right? Right? So, no. Aaron, you have... Hairy toe, hell yeah. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. It's there. It's ready for you. Do what you need to do. It's a good time. You know you want to hit that like button. Hit it hard. Trump, who takes office on January 20th, has spoken frequently on expanding executions. In a speech announcing his 2024 campaign, Trump called for those caught selling drugs to receive the death penalty for their heinous acts. He later promised to execute drug and human smugglers, and even praised China's harsher treatment of drug peddlers. During his first term as president, Trump also advocated for the death penalty for drug dealers. I mean, if you're slinging stuff to people and it's killing them, yeah, I agree. Don't know why that article went all the way back up to the top, but we're going to find where we were. Let's see. All right. There were 13 federal executions during Trump's first term, more than under any president in modern history, and some may have happened fast enough to have contributed to the spread of oh, these sick little bitches. Let's start this paragraph over again. There were 13 federal executions during Trump's first term, more than under any president in modern history, and some may have happened fast enough to have contributed to the spread of the coronavirus at the federal death row facility in Indiana. What the absolute fuck is that statement even there for? What the fuck is wrong with these people? Coronavirus is a goddamn cold, you stupid, stupid mental midgets of individuals. I swear to fucking God, you're gonna mention coronavirus here. What he accelerated the pace at which the coronavirus like what the fuck is wrong with these people? I hate them. I hate them a lot. Yes. Yes, indeed. Those were the first federal executions since 2003. The final three occurred after Election Day in November 2020, but before Trump left office the following January. The first time federal prisoners were put to death by a lame duck president since Grover Cleveland in 1889. Well, damn, isn't that kind of ironic? Because Grover Cleveland was the only president that to serve two non consecutive terms, right? Wasn't it Cleveland? And then so too will Trump serve non-consecutive terms. Interesting. Interesting. What's up, Woodgeek? Good to see you. So Donald Trump killed them so fast, they spread the coof. It's retarded. Absolutely, Woodgeek. That is very fucking retarded. But they said it, and they can't take it back. They can't take it back, guys. It happened. And it's out there for the universe to absorb. Let's see. Biden faced recent pressure from advocacy groups urging him to act to make it more difficult for Trump to increase the use of capital punishment for federal inmates. The president's announcement also comes less than 2 weeks after he commuted the sentences of roughly 1,500 people who were released from prison and placed on home confinement during the COVID-19 pandemic. My God, it's almost like things were planned, huh? Almost like things were planned out a little bit, even for the fucking criminals, even for the fucking people who were found guilty by, you know, an impartial jury, hopefully. At least that's the hope. And 39, and of 39 others convicted of nonviolent crimes, the largest single-day act of clemency in modern history. Again, the criminals get difference, you get shit. And you're going to enjoy it. Because that's what the elites want you to do. Enjoy your turd sandwich, guys. We're going to go ahead and pat these criminals on the back and give them a nice blankie and a nice cup of hot cocoa. Because they're the ones that matter, guys. They're the ones that matter. Harry Toe 2. COVID-19 killed 12 trillion people over 3 solar systems. One person reported. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you're right. It's truly, truly interesting. Truly interesting. Shit. Someone was saying the subway fire was fake. Oh, no. It looked pretty damn real to me. Let's see. Back to this. The announcement also followed the post-election pardon that Biden granted his son, Hunter, on federal gun and tax charges after long saying he would not issue one, sparking an uproar in Washington. The pardon also raised questions about whether he would issue sweeping preemptive pardons for administration officials and other allies who the White House worries could be unjustly targeted by Trump's second administration. No, they're actually going to be held accountable, you fucking faggots. God bless. Nope. I dislike them. I dislike them greatly, guys. Not good. Not good. Speculation that Biden could commute federal death sentences intensified last week after the White House announced that he plans to visit Italy on the final foreign trip of his presidency next month. Biden, a practicing Catholic. No, he isn't. No, he is not a practicing Catholic. He may go to church, but he is not a practicing Catholic. And when he goes up to freaking receive communion, he shouldn't be going up to receive communion. He should be when you're not in a state of grace as a Catholic, you're supposed to go up and cross your hands and not receive communion. You can receive a blessing from the priest, but when you're in a state not in a state of grace, you're not supposed to receive communion. So he should be doing that each time. Any of the fucking bastards up there on Capitol Hill that advocate for killing babies, they should not be receiving communion. You don't deserve it. You're not supposed to be doing that at that time. You are not a clean vessel to house the body of Christ. Nope. who will meet with Pope Francis, who recently called for prayers for U.S. death row inmates in hopes their sentences will be commuted. Not my Pope. Hashtag not my Pope. Fuck that guy. Old Bergoglio. The U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, which has long called for an end to the death penalty, said Biden's decision is a significant step in advancing the cause of human dignity in our nation and moves the country a step closer to building a culture of life. Of course they did. Martin Luther King III, who publicly urged Biden to change the death sentences, said in a statement shared by the White House that the president has done what no president before him was willing to do: take meaningful and lasting action, not just to acknowledge the death penalty's racist roots, but also to remedy its persistent unfairness. Yeah, because, it's got to be about the melanin in your skin, not about the heinous acts that imparted upon an innocent fucking civilian. Yeah, Martin Luther King Jr. the Third. It's clearly about the fucking melanin in their skin, right? Right? That's the only fucking reason. It's not because they're fucking monstrous individuals, not because they're fucking savages that should have been fucking ended when they were quite younger. Maybe a little bit fewer victims for these individuals if they would have been taken care of a little bit earlier in life. No, it's got to be because their fucking skin color. It's got to just be because the skin color. It's racism. That's what it is, guys. It's not because they're evil fuckers. It's because of the racism. It's because of the system. They didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing, guys. Fuck Martin Luther King III. Fuck you. Your dad would be sad. Or your grandpa. I don't know who you are. I think he's probably his son. What a garbage individual. It's got to be race. It's got to be the race, guys. Nothing about their actions. Only about the race. Good job. Good fucking job. Stupid bastard. Fuck you. Back to the article, though. Back to the article. Hey, Harry Toe over there on YouTube too, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. No, whoa, no disrespect to the savages. Exactly. Yeah, not those savages. Not those savages. We're talking about different savages, guys. Different savages. The ones that are doing horrible things to people, especially children. Let's see. So, Madeline Cohen, an attorney for Norris Holder, who faced a death for the 1997 fatal shooting of a guard during a bank robbery in St. Louis, said his case exemplifies the racial bias and arbitrariness. Arbitrariness? Is that a word? That led the president to commute federal death sentences, Cohen said. Holder, who is black. Oh, well, thank you, AP. Thanks for letting us know, because that's the thing that you guys do. Why do you do that in articles? Holder, who is black. Oh, I didn't share my screen again, did I, guys? Oh, well, we're almost done with it anyways. Was sentenced by an all-white jury. Big fucking whoop. Were they impartial? That's what matters. If they were impartial in their sentence, impartial in their ruling, that is what matters. Not the fact that they were an all-white jury. My God, if you're in an area where, I don't know, maybe somebody was at a fucking place, maybe somebody happened upon a neighborhood that they weren't supposed to be in, and they fucking did something they shouldn't have done, and maybe, just maybe, the jury pool happened to be primarily white. And is that a fucking problem? It's okay to be white. It's okay to be white. Jurists or jury members can be white, guys. They don't have to all be in the freaking the mixture. They don't have to be the happy mixture that you see and all these freaking ads on TV and stuff. There's more white people in this country, and that's okay. It is fucking K. I think the whole thing is sus. We've seen people on fire on Rumble Wednesdays. They never stand still. Oh no, they do. Wendy, when someone is and I think drugs probably were involved with that individual. To be honest, I don't know for sure, Wendy, but I think that they may have been. You like the rack? You like the rack? Comments, Smitty. Good to see you. Thanks for watching. No, Lady Dozer's just starting to wrap some presents, so I figured I'd give her a little bit of privacy and move the angle of the camera a little bit. So we're over here. See a little bit of my gun cabinet back over here, but yeah. That this whole thing is
it's disheartening. Like I said, it's another statement for the anarcho-tyrannistic mentality of the administration, for the people that are in power right now, for the people that are in power. Yeah, these what you need, hon? Okay. Let's see. But yeah. Let's see here. So you actually made a good point here, Sam Doty. White folks are the first ones to feel guilty for the blacks. And those individuals I have no fucking pity for. I have no sympathy for. Self-flagellating whites piss me off. You don't have to punish yourself for stuff that happened in the past. You don't. You're in 2024. They don't get to fucking tell you that you need to feel guilty for things that happened in the past. Don't let them do that to you. Don't let them do that to you. Strange that wave emote also has a blue wave next to it. Interesting. You're on the YouTubes. Back to Rumble. Well, thanks for giving us a view over there on the YouTubes. We are on YouTube as well. If you want to follow me there, well, you can do that. Bulldozer74. I have like 28 or 29 subscribers there. So if you feel so inclined. Trish says hello to Miss Dozer.
Hello.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Needed in her. Exactly. Let's see. On to this one over here. We have another article, guys. I think it's important. So we talked about what happened with the commutation of these sentences. Now I think we need to get into what actually happened. What actually happened with these 37 death row individuals. What they did. Let's take a look at that real quick. So, who are the 37 people who got their sentences commuted? Here are the 37 federal death row inmates who had their sentences commuted, along with their dates and conviction details via the Death Penalty Information Center, DPIC. Shannon Wayne Agofsky, Texas, sentenced in 2004 for the killing of a prisoner. Billy Jerome Allen, Missouri, sentenced in 1998 for his involvement in an armed bank robbery during which a bank guard was killed. He is I've actually heard about that guy. He is a co-defendant of Norse Holder. Aquilia Marcivisi Barnett, North Carolina, sentenced in 1998 for the killing of his ex-girlfriend and another man in a carjacking. Brandon Lee Basham, South Carolina, sentenced in 2004 for the kidnapping and death of a woman following an escape from prison. He is a co-defendant of Chadrick Fulks. Anthony George Battle, Georgia, sentenced in 1997 for the killing of a prison guard. Meyer Jason Brown, Georgia, sentenced in 2003 for the fatal stabbing of a postal worker. What did that mailman do to you, you jackass? Carlos David Caro, Virginia, sentenced in 2007 for the killing of a prisoner in a federal facility. Wesley Paul Kuntz, Jr., Missouri, sentenced in 2014 for the killing of a fellow prisoner in the mental health unit of a federal prison. He is a co-defendant of Charles Hall. Brandon Michael Council, South Carolina, sentenced in 2019 for killing 2 bank employees during the course of a bank robbery. Christopher Emery Kramer, Texas, sentenced in 2018 for the killing of a fellow prisoner in a federal facility. He is a co-defendant of Ricky Fackrell. Lynn Davis, Louisiana, police officer sentenced in 2005 for ordering the killing of a witness for an internal investigation into police misconduct complaint against him. Holy shit. That guy probably absolutely deserved the death penalty. And it's a cop. I guess that's one of the cops that Biden supports. How about you guys? We found one of the blue ones that he supports. What's up, Eugen? Good to see you. Yeah. Let's see. Back to this one. Joseph Ebron, sentenced in 2009 for the killing of a prisoner in a federal facility. Ricky Allen Fackrell, that's the guy that was mentioned earlier, Texas, sentenced in 2018 for the killing of a prisoner in a federal facility. The co-defendant of Christopher Kramer, who we mentioned earlier. Edward Leon Fields Jr., Oklahoma, sentenced in 2005 for the fatal shootings of 2 campers on federal land. Chadrick, that's an unfortunate name. I think you might be a douche. Well, he obviously killed somebody and ended up on death row for it. Chadrick Evan Folks, sentenced in 2004 for the kidnapping and death of a woman after an escape from prison. He is a co-defendant of Brandon Basham. We mentioned him earlier, didn't we? Marvin Charles Gabrion II, Michigan, sentenced in 2002 for killing a woman on federal land. So I guess if you do it on federal land, it's worse. I mean, it makes it a federal issue, I suppose, but like, eh. Edgar Baltazar Garcia, Texas, sentenced in 2010 for the fatal stabbing of a prisoner in a federal facility. Thomas Morocco Hager, sentenced in 2007 for a drug-related killing. Charles Michael Hall, that's the one I think that I've heard about. Missouri, sentenced in 2014 for the killing of a prisoner in the mental health unit of a federal prison. It was with Wesley Kuntz. Norris G. Holder, Missouri, sentenced in 1998 for the fatal shooting of a security guard during a bank robbery. That one, I think I'm pretty sure I've read up on him. He is a co-defendant of Billy Allen. Richard Allen Jackson, North Carolina, sentenced in 2001 for the fatal shooting of a woman while on federal property. Jurgis Kadamovas, California, sentenced in 2007 for his involvement in the killings and kidnappings for ransom of 5 immigrants from Russia and Georgia. He is a co-defendant of Lori McKell, Daryl Lawrence, Ohio, sentenced in 2006 for the fatal shooting of a special duty police officer in an attempted bank robbery. Iori McKell, the involvement in the killings, kidnappings for ransom of the 5 Russian and Georgian immigrants. Ronald Mikos, Illinois, sentenced in 2005 for the killing of a federal grand jury witness in a Medicare fraud investigation. Oh, damn. James H. Roan, Jr., sentenced in 1993 for his participation in a series of drug-related killings. He is a co-defendant of Corey Johnson. Julius Omar. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it when they do weird things here. We lost. Oh, there it is. Julius Omar, sentenced in 2002 for the killing of 2 men in drug-related incidents. David Anthony Runyon, sentenced in 2009 for his involvement in the death of a naval officer and a murder-for-hire plot. Ricardo Sanchez Jr., sentenced in 2009 for his involvement in the drug-related killing of a family, including 2 children. He's a co-defendant of Daniel Troya. Why did he decide that that individual deserved to not die? You killed children. That means you die. Don't kill kids. Don't kill kids. Thomas Stephen Sanders, sentenced in 2014 for a kidnapping resulting in the death of a 12-year-old girl. Another kid. Good job, Biden administration. Kabani Savage. Oh my. Interesting. Sentenced in 2013 for his involvement in the killings of 12 people in connection with a drug enterprise. A little bit of a kingpin act there. Mark Isaac Snar, Texas, sentenced in 2010 for the fatal stabbing of a fellow prisoner while incarcerated in federal prison. Rayhan Taylor, Tennessee, sentenced in 2008 for the carjacking, kidnapping, and death of a restaurant owner. Richard Tipton, Virginia, sentenced in 1993 for his participation in a series of drug-related killings. His co-defendant, Corey Johnson, and James H. Roan. Jorge Avila Torres. I don't think he's probably from Virginia. Maybe he is. Who knows? Ex-Marine sentenced in 2014 for the killing of a fellow service member. Oh, wonder what that story is there. Daniel Troya, Florida, sentenced in 2009 for his involvement in the drug-related killing of a family, including 2 children. He is the co-defendant of the Ricardo Sanchez guy we mentioned earlier. And we have Alejandro Enrique Ramirez Umaña from North Carolina, sentenced in 2010 for the fatal shooting of 2 brothers in a North Carolina restaurant. The only ones that are not, at the 37 of the only 3 are still going to be on death row. Zokhar Tsarnaev, the Boston Marathon bomber, killed 3, injured more than 260. Robert Bowers, convicted in 2018 for the Tree of Life Synagogue mass shootings in Pittsburgh that left 11 people dead. And then Dylan Roof, who was convicted in the 2015 Charleston, South Carolina mass shooting at Mother Emanuel African American Church that left 9 dead. And apparently he was a racist. So that's those are the only ones that apparently deserve death. If you have a terroristic approach or a hate crime, if you are a racist when you commit a crime, then you are worthy of the death penalty. If you kill kids, guess what? Oh, you get to have life in prison. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Makes a lot of fucking sense, doesn't it, guys? Inexcusable. Inexcusable. And it's literally just to say to Trump, no, 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 you're not going to get to do what you want. You're not going to get to do what you want. You can't undo a commutation, from what I understand. But I wonder, here's the thing. Maybe there is a way that we could invalidate these things. Maybe there's a way that we can invalidate these things. If it is proven, if they can get actual evidence that Biden is not in his not of sound mind, if we can do that, maybe these will be null and void, right? I'm just saying. Hello there. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I've heard some people say that maybe, I guess Sterling says that, if we could invalidate this whole presidency, then none of these actions mean a thing. That's a big ask. That's a big ask. My thing is, if we can figure out how to demonstrate that the 25th Amendment should have been employed long ago by now, maybe. Yeah, I agree. Biden didn't win. I agree with you, Sam Duty. But if we can get it actually acknowledged in a court setting, maybe some of this can be reversed. I don't know. That would be some serious precedent to set. It's never happened before. Miss Minnie Mel, yes, our tax dollars go to house and feed these assholes in perpetuity. The only positive thing that I can get from this is you've got a lot of people that get a paycheck from taking care of these individuals and making sure that they stay where they are. So at least there are some individuals who get a paycheck from this. That's the good thing. Other than that, no, they deserve the brass solution. They deserve the brass solution 100%. Oh, damn, Yugen, I'm sorry to hear that. AI auto-deletes comments in the comment section if they're too slightly conservative at all. Yeah, YouTube is asshole. Yes, Neurodivergent one said it for me there. YouTube is asshole. Commitube, guys. Commitube. I like to refer to him as Commitube. Facebook is Fashbook. Hell yeah, Yugen. Canceled your premium on YouTube and subscribe to Spotify for the music instead. Hell yeah. Good on you. Good on you. Vote with your dollar. Vote with your freaking dollar. That's what we got to do nowadays, guys. That's what we got to do nowadays. It seems like that's the only bit of power that we have. I need a dancing Trump emoji. All right. Now, I don't know if I can. I will do some digging. Lord of the Ree, I'm gonna write it down, man. You have made a suggestion. I'm writing it down in my handy dandy notebook here. Dancing Trump emoji. And I'm supposed to be making some of the deer as well. I think I'm going to try to make that happen because I think with my phone I can hold the image and get just the image itself, no background, and I might be able to load that into Rumble. Rumble's a little bit finicky with that process, but I think I can get it figured out if I'm on the actual website and not on mobile. Mobile was wonky, but we got it there. We got like 16 or so subscriber only emotes. So I did post some pictures in the Discord, in the hunting section there. And their Discord link is in the description if you want to check that out. There you go. Miss Minnie Mel found the ones. There's Rumble. Rumble has some specifically of Trump doing the floss. So there you go. Miss Minnie Mel found it for you. So I don't know about actual moving ones. How I would get those to be added to it. I'm going to get it figured out. You have made a request. I will do what I can to make it happen, Lord of the Ree. Yeah, it's been a few months for me since I added the emotes, but we're going to make it happen. All right. I was over on True Social for a minute there. By the way, if you want to follow me on True Social, Bulldozer74 there as well. Yeah, it seems like he didn't release any of the ones on death row, Sully. From what I understand, he didn't release any of them. He just commuted their sentences from death to life without the possibility of parole. But the 1,500, there were straight pardons, and people were released from their sentences in some aspects. I didn't do an exhaustive deep dive into all 1,500. I just was disgusted with the whole process in general. So there's that. Yeah. Hell yeah, Neurodivergent. Check out Lord of the Rings channel. Oh, that's not what I was trying to post there. It ran away from me. Check out Lord of the Rings channel. They've got some good music. So yeah, check them out. Good stuff. All right. We are going to go ahead and roll into the fiery but mostly peaceful subway. It seems that these peaceful immigrants, well, that's what they call them. These peaceful migrants that just want to find a better life here in America. They don't commit crime, guys. They don't commit crime at all, which is inherently contradictory. Ironic that they say that, because just simply for being here, you are breaking the law. Your first act in entering this country was breaking the fucking law. Stop breaking the law, asshole. That would be pretty simple, right? But no, they do it. And our administration in places like New York and California coddle these individuals and show deference to them. And this individual actually had already been deported once and then snuck his way back into this country. Sully. Go check out Sully, the Gun Club, and Real Hard Truths over on Rumble, doing extra shows over the holidays. Since some people are taking some time off, some of the larger content creators, maybe us little folk, and I don't say that just because I'm short. Maybe we'll get a little bit of time in the light. We'll see. Filling the voids. You got to fill the voids, Sully. You got to fill the voids. It's important to stuff the voids full of content. Ram the voids full. Yes, exactly. Oh, man. All right. Let's see here. So, yeah, guys, a woman was lit ablaze in the New York subways. And you shouldn't be worried about that at all. They are perfectly safe. There's no issues with the subway, according to Governor Hochul. She's the most tone-deaf individual. They literally released a promo of her riding on the subway, talking about how clean they are and how she's worked to make them safer on the day that somebody is lit on fire on the subway. Tone-deaf as fuck. Like, did somebody have that an autoplay feature set up for that, and they just didn't stop it after all that? Like, is that what happened? I have to think that's something like that. I don't know. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's perfectly fine, though. Perfectly fine. Perfectly safe. It's a chilling video, which is ironic because it involves fire. But we're going to go. It's there. It's there. We're going to watch it, damn it. This is what happened on the subway in New York City, because New York is the place to be, right? It's the happening place. We're going to take a look at it. And YouTube, I don't really care what you do. Rumble, kudos to Rumble. They don't give a fuck. We can play whatever we want on Rumble. So we're going to go ahead and play this, because here's the freeze frame, guys. You see that guy right there? Let's make it bigger. That's a fucking cop. That's a fucking cop walking right by someone who is literally burning to death. Just not doing a fucking thing. And I get it. You don't have a duty to protect and serve. Yes, Lord of the Rings. Flaming Elmo. Exactly. Oh no. I'm on fire. Today's show is brought to you by the letter A for ablaze. That's messed up. Guys. It shouldn't be like that. Gallows humor, guys. That's how I deal with things. But that is a cop walking right by the woman on the 9502 subway. She was lit on fire by a guy, a Guatemalan illegal alien, not a migrant. That is how they try to convince you that they're people. And somebody who does something like this is no longer people. They're not. Yeah. Today's show is brought to you by the letter F for fire. Oh, God. We're not right. We're not right here. We're not right. Let's play it, though. This is the video. And you see the guy. The guy was sitting there watching at one point. Oh, God. F train as it arrives at Coney Island. Oh, no. CW. The ones that do stuff like this, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I'm not going to put your comment up there, but I agree. It's on the small one. Fuck it. Elmo's got a gun. No. Oh, SC. Well, she was well done. Yeah, she was well done. She got a little extra crispy. A little extra crispy on that ride. Let's go ahead and play it, though. It is what it is. There's the cop just nonchalantly strolling by this woman as she burns to death, because that's apparently... And that's the guy with the gray hoodie with the white on the back there. That's the guy. And I don't know if this video is the one that shows it, but he at one point fans the flames. Literally gets something to fan the flames, and nobody does anything to stop the guy. It's like, at a certain point, he's not... You can tell he's not trying to help. He's trying to continue the fire. It's a really inappropriate time for this, but this girl is on fire. Literally. Oh! This is at the train. Walked by again. He walked by again. He's pacing, trying to figure out what to do. I think when somebody lights, like the guy who emulated. I think it's self-immolation when you light yourself on fire. He stood there for a good while before he passed out from, the fire killing him. But when the body goes into shock when something like that happens, and I think that's more what you're seeing here. She was leaning up against something and I guess asleep whenever he set her on fire. And I don't know if drugs were involved. I don't know if it's just the body's instinctual response to stand straight up. Sully, she's a real hottie. Oh, man. Oh my God. Burn, baby, burn. No, Lord of the Ree. You're disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, Lord of the Ree, you were told you don't need guns because the cops have the guns. Yeah, that cop's doing a great job, isn't he? Like, aren't there fire extinguishers posted in spots throughout the subway? I've never been in a subway. I don't know. But it makes sense that in a public place like that, you might have a couple fire extinguishers. There, watch him. Watch this guy. Watch him. He's fanning the flames. He's not trying to stop it. He's not trying to stop it, guys. He is literally making the fire bigger by fanning it. Nobody's doing anything. I guess they think he's trying to help, maybe. But no, if you're watching that, you understand that he is fanning the flames and accelerating her demise. Another cop. Another useless fucking cop. Another useless fucking cop walking by, looking like a goddamn soy boy faggot. Just not gonna fucking put the person out. Just gonna throw his hands up, because that's what you do in that situation as a fucking officer, as somebody in a position of authority with a fucking uniform. You just throw your fucking hands up and let it fucking continue. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Again, the Supreme Court has ruled that they do not have to protect and serve. That is literally just a fucking phrase they use to make you feel comfortable. Please move over. Please move over. No. So there was the video. There were multiple officers there, Riley Gaines. Multiple officers. Let me stop sharing here. Oh, here we go. From Libs of TikTok. Literally on the day of this occurring. Kathy Hochul posted this video. Yesterday. Okay, so she posted it yesterday, not the day of. Boasting about how the media, how she made the subways safer. Today, a woman was burned alive on the subway. Another individual was stabbed to death, while another is in the hospital with injuries. Great job, Governor Kathy Hochul. Let's play her awesome little promo.
I'm on the subway train heading.
Listen to that upbeat music, guys. After watching that, guys, just here's our palate cleanser. Hokel with the upbeat music going on the subway that has been cleared by her guards, by her attack dogs. That's why it looks clean and safe. They clean this shit up. They do a photo op. It's safe because they cleared out all the homeless, the freaking bums, and have mopped up at least some of the bum piss.
I'm on the subway train heading out to Clean Center. I have a lot of, not quite last minute, but I have holiday shopping to do. I've got an adorable 2-year-old granddaughter, so it's a lot more fun to shop. I can take the subway wherever we need to go.
This bitch never rides the subway. She's got private fucking transport. She's acting like she's a person, like one of the plebs. You're not. You have a fucking armored escort, you fucking cunt.
All New Yorkers to feel safe, which is why we've added so many more National Guard, over 250 more people that'll make sure that your ride is as safe as it can be.
Yeah, make sure your ride is as safe as it can be, huh? Yeah, at least you'll stay warm, I guess, huh? It's pretty cold there in New York.
God.
It's pretty, Oh, Lord of the Rings. I have never heard that slur. Guatemalans, sea beaner. Huh. Interesting. Put that away for later. I don't know when I'm ever going to use that, and I probably won't. But that's interesting, Lord of the Rings. Thanks for sharing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The meme. I like the meme showing her taking a selfie with the burning woman in the background. Oh, that's a meme. That's a meme. And you know what? It sucks. It sucks that this happened. But like I said, gallows humor, guys. You gotta find a way to deal with the shit sandwich in life. And this is a fiery shit sandwich. This is a spicy one. And yeah, I think dark humor is a way to process it. Definitely a way to process it. Let me see. I had let me see if I can find some more information there. Here we go. Here is the perp walk of the guy. And why is he still alive? We know he did it. He's on video. Just fucking end his ass. Just freaking end it. At this point, just end the guy. Here he is. This is Guatemalan illegal alien Sebastian Zapata Calil, who is suspected of burning a woman to death on a Coney Island subway. Was seen today in handcuffs being placed in the back of a car. Let me get it a little bit bigger for you. This little bastard. Get up! Is that so somebody doesn't set him on fire? Is that like fire retardant?
Why did you do it? Why did you do it?
Why did he do it? Well, because he's a piece of shit. That's why. I'm guessing that's his attorney riding with him in the back seat. All right, there's that. So at least they got the guy, right? At least they got the guy. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, you thought the St. Louis Metro Rail was bad. Yeah, I've only ridden on that a few times. That's years ago. It's probably gotten worse since then. Kathy wouldn't go near a subway without at least 4 armed officers. Yes, absolutely, Sully. You are correct. Could be attempting to preserve evidence, Bill. Is that an Uber? Yeah, it didn't look like he had a cage in there, did he? Everybody has the constitutional right to defense, but if he's an illegal alien, and the evidence is what it is, they better not send his ass back. They better take care of him here in these courts. But I mean, you know what? If people with the mentality like this Biden administration, they would just commute his sentence if he was sentenced to death, wouldn't they, guys? Didn't do nothing. He's just a poor illegal alien. Poor illegal alien, guys. Oh, excuse me, migrant. Poor disadvantaged migrant who didn't know any better. He didn't understand fire. Of course, that's what it was. He thought she looked cold. That's what it was, guys. He probably thought she looked a little chilly and he was just trying to help. He was just trying to help, guys. Keep him from... Oh, the suit to keep him from peeing in their car? Huh. Interesting. Oh Lord, C-Dubs, you're having a good night, C-Dubs, aren't you? Fire is racist. Yes, fire is racist. Absolutely, Lord of the Ring. Asylees, if you ask AOC in her district. Yeah, he's clearly a legal asylee, even though he literally was deported once and then snuck back in. Yeah. And there's the Matt Gates stuff. Okay, so it's got it blurred out here. But this is the guy. Look at this freaking, this monster. Oh, let me rewind it.
Oh, shit.
All right, look at him. He's lit her on fire. Love the graphic. Bad guy. Woman burning. No shit. Thank you. He's literally set her on fire, and he popped a squat there on the bench to watch his handiwork. Watch it happen. And then he got up to fan the flames. And there, of course, is that officer just walking, pacing back, and useless bastards. I swear to God. I hope this woman has a family, and I hope they sue the fuck out of them. But again, you're not constitutionally, or according to the Supreme Court, they do not have a constitutional duty to protect and serve. What the fuck?
If you're a medical provider.
Oh, shit.
Gone. Walks right by. Fanning the flames. At least they blurred it out. Yep, that's the other police officer. The soy boy looking one. Throws his hands up. Walks off. Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, shit.
All right. So enough of that. I just needed... That was the other perspective. I thought that was important to point out the evil that is present with that type of person. That is... It's truly horrendous. That is not the that was not a Yule log, Guatemalan illegal alien. That was not a Yule log, and that is not Christmas cheer that you're spreading. That is demonic evil that you're spreading, sir. Let's not. How about let's take care of that individual and not like take care of them, like make sure they're doing okay. Let's take care of that individual. Trish, that's you would like to think that if they would have stopped, dropped, and rolled. But honestly, do we know how we're going to act if we are set on fire, guys? We can practice that all day long. But do we really know? If you were actually set on fire, would you know for a fact that you're going to do that, do the thing that you need to do and stop, drop, and roll? You don't really. And if she was asleep, so deep asleep, for whatever reason, what if by the point that she realized it, she was too far gone? At a certain point when you're on fire, the nerves die. And the body is just cooking. So, like with the guy who self-immolated, I forgot what his reasoning was. But he stood there for a good minute until his body gave out. He was up until he wasn't. Sam duty? Yeah, you would love for the cops to go to prison for dereliction of duty. Yes, but there have been cases that went to the Supreme Court that have ruled that and that doesn't mean maybe, I guess, that the case shouldn't be brought again, maybe. Just because the precedent has been set doesn't mean that it's good precedent and doesn't mean that something can't change. So, I mean, yeah. Solely revoke that bastard's birth certificate. That's a good way to phrase it. I like that. Oh, you tagged me with a GIF I might be able to use on X. Let me check my notifications. Lord of the Ree. Okay. Not for this though. It's Trump dancing. Thanks, Lord of the Ree. I'm gonna bookmark it. It'll be there. I'll try to make it happen later. Let's get a pal. Let's do after watching that video. Let's go ahead and just watch Trump dance for a minute on this GIF. There you go. There you go, Trumpy. Get it. I didn't start the fire. The illegal aliens, they started the fire. He's clearly a bad guy. A bad hombre, one might say. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, that's rough. Agreed. Smash that thumbs up, people. Do it to it. Make it happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Share the stream out if you feel so inclined. Don't forget, guys, if you want to send a Rumble rant, that is an option. You can always subscribe to the channel. Apparently, now you can gift subscriptions if you're on browser. We had an amazing individual, a Chadley man, I assume, with a name like Harry Toe 2, gifted, I think it was five subscriptions. So we have 5 people that were gifted a subscription. Enjoy it while you have it. You're one of the elites now, guys. You're one of the elites. You're in the club. The Killdozer crew. CW, you would help. I would have to help if I saw that woman on fire. I would have to help. I would literally take the shirt off of my back to try to put her out. Like, I'm not gonna let someone freaking. I just couldn't do it. But people just walked by, and people filmed, and it's the bystander effect. I mean, that's part of it. The bystander effect. Social psychology is interesting when it comes to horrendous things happening to people, happening to other human beings. It's frustrating that it happens like that, but it does. JJR says, "I'll bet that the Good Samaritan law would be able to counter that. SCOTUS says police don't have to protect. I'm guessing that would make too much common sense." Yeah, well, that's the thing. We don't have common sense anymore. We don't have general truths that people can adhere to. Seems to be the case, anyways. JJR. And thank you so much, lovely moderator in chat, Trish, posting up the link for the Venmo and the Cash App. If you want to donate directly to the Dozer Den, you don't want to mess with subscriptions. You don't want to mess with Rumble Rants. Well, you know what? I understand that. So there is this option. If you would like to donate directly to the Dozer Den and help us gather more Killdozers and Komatsus in the Dozer Den, you can donate using Venmo and Cash App. Those links are posted right there, and they are in the description of the video. Thank you so much for the support. Even if you're not able to support monetarily, well, thank you so much for your viewership. I hope to continue to earn your viewership as we muddle our way through the interwebs, trying to figure things out. Yeah, you would think it doesn't make the cops look any better. I agree. Yeah, Miss Minimel, it's horrendous. It's troubling that someone goes that way. It definitely is. There's some more horrendous ways to go, though, and those are the that type of way of being ended is the way the people in the next story that we're going to talk about. Speaking of Guatemala, we're going to roll into the actual country. I guess it's a country of Guatemala. There's a, I guess, extremist Jewish sect in Mexico and Guatemala, known as the Lev Tahor or Lev Tahor. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. 160 children or minors, so teenagers, were rescued from this extremist Jewish sect. And apparently they tried to fight back and tried to get the kids back. But these kids are suspected to have been subject to abuse by these crazy Jews. I don't know if these are the same type of Jews that were digging the tunnels in New York with the cribs and the baby bed or the beds that had blood on them. I don't know if these are the same types. I don't know. But I can't help but notice that a pattern. There's a pattern here, guys. There's a reason the shirt's on today. There's a reason the shirt's on today. I'm not saying all Jews, but there tend to be some interesting ones that might do some bad things to kids. And so we have an article to read on it from Reuters. Speaking of the Guatemalans, and I read a little bit into the history of this sect, cult. I don't know. Apparently, Israel helped them get their footing in these areas. Seems kind of interesting that they would want to help an extremist sect like this take root in an area. Yep, Sound of Freedom today. That's right. That's right. It's not good. It's not good. Oh, I met with the mass executions, huh, Sully? Oh, Lord of the Rings. This is a good comment here. Your friendly neighborhood anarchist with a reminder that lampposts exist. This statement exists in its own context and has nothing to do with current conversations. I'm just saying, lampposts exist. Make lampposts great again. Yep. Yep. Literally, Lord of the Rings, Israel has absolutely been giving Hamas money for years. It's the Hegelian dialectic, but we've been doing it too. It's not just Israel, it's us too. We support these individuals, and then we scream about it and say that we have to fight them. But then we give them weapons, and then we give them money, and then we give them care, and then we say, oh, we have to shoot them now. Yeah, just keep going with that. Let's just keep doing that, because that makes perfect sense. Guatemalan authorities rescue 160 children from Jewish Lev Tahor sect. By Reuters, December 22nd, 2024. God, you're making a lot of noise back there, woman. Let's see. Mexico City, December 20th. Reuters. Guatemalan authorities rescued 160 children and adolescents from the fundamentalist Jewish sect Lev Tahor in southeastern Guatemala on Friday, following allegations of child abuse, including rape, prosecutors say. Why it's important? Oh, well, thank you for noting that at the top of the article here, Reuters. Thank you. I didn't think that this, just by that right there, that this would be an important story. Thanks for letting me know why this is an important story. Not like kids being abused and raped is important, huh? Weird. The rescue operation in the agricultural municipality of Oratorio, 78 kilometers southeast of Guatemala City, highlights ongoing concerns over the controversial practices of the Lev Tahor sect, which has faced similar allegations in the past. Oh my. Based on the statements of the complainants, the evidence obtained, and the medical examinations, it was possible to establish that there are forms of human trafficking against these minors, such as forced marriage, abuse, and related crimes. Nancy Pays, a prosecutor at Guatemala's prosecutor's office against human trafficking, said at a press conference. Context: the Lev Tahor community, founded in 1988 in Israel, practices an austere form of Judaism, with interpretations of Jewish law that include long prayer sessions and arranged marriages. Lev Tahor, translated to pure heart in Hebrew. Yeah, because there's nothing more pure than raping kids, right? This video will go nowhere on YouTube. Nowhere on YouTube.
It means they're marrying people with pure hearts.
Yeah. Lev Tahor, pure heart in Hebrew, has faced multiple allegations of kidnapping, child marriage, and physical abuse since it was founded in the 1980s. Well, then why hasn't anything been done about it? Right? It's been going on for almost 40 years, and nothing's been done. Yes, Lord of the Rings, I agree. This article is retarded. Oh, God. I sounded like George Takei saying, oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, God. I did not mean to do that, but it happened. It happened. The community settled in Mexico and Guatemala between 2014 and 2017. In 2022, a Mexican police operation in the southern Mexican state of Chiapas on the Guatemalan border rescued a group of children. and adolescents from a Lev Tahor camp, whose members were arrested on suspicions of participating in abuse against minors. So this is back in Mexico. This happens. This sect should be stopped. This is a cult. The Jewish community of Guatemala, in a statement, said the sect was foreign to its own organization and expressed its support for the Guatemalan authorities in carrying out necessary investigations to protect the lives and integrity of minors and other vulnerable groups that may be at risk. It called on the government and diplomatic corps of countries from whose nationalities make up members of Lev Tahor to join forces to protect those whose rights may be violated. The Jewish community of Guatemala, in a statement, said that the sect was foreign to its own... Okay, I already read that. What happened? It moved... It's stating itself again. Way to repeat yourself, article. It called on the government and diplomatic corps of the countries whose... It scrolled up. I don't know why some of these websites do this, but they do. I got to get my ad blocker active, don't I, Trish? Need to remember. The minors are now under the protection of the government, and investigations remain underway. The Reuters Daily Briefing newsletter provides the news you need to... Okay, that wasn't much of an article. But there that is. Apparently, they tried to snatch the kids back. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Should have pulled that up before the stream. Completely professional operation here. Completely professional. Let me see here. And good God. You see, my Bluetooth keyboard gets a little bit lazy. And sometimes I type and it misses the first couple, and then it fills in some of them. Let's see if that pulls it up. Let's see. From James Monroe Jr., people should know that Lev Tahor is a cult, radical sect that doesn't follow Jewish law. They are denounced by all mainstream Jewry. Jewry? Really? That's a word. Don't forget, some humans go astray from all cultures. In this case, they happen to be Jewish. Lev Tahor don't represent the religious Jews. Okay, well, I mean, there's a if they are continued to allowed to persist, why is that? I'm just saying. Let's see. Let me pull it up here.
I've hit the point in rapping where I'm saying, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so the 160 children rescued from the Jewish... That works. Lady Doja over there wrapping presents. Let's see. The 160 children rescued from the Jewish Lev Tahor sect in Guatemala are facing a terrifying new threat. Sect members have reportedly forced their... Oh, God. Here we go. Let's pull this up. This is what I was looking for. Apparently, they are trying to snatch these kids back from the horrible... So, sect members have reportedly forced their way into the compound. This was 8 hours ago, where the children were being sheltered, abducting several boys, girls, and adolescents, and scattering them into the nearby streets. Despite the rescue operation, Lev Tahor members continue to linger near the site, waiting for opportunities to reclaim the minors for abusive rituals. Authorities have deployed backup agents to secure the area, but the escalating situation has left the children's safety hanging by a thread. Please pray for these kids. Those cops do not look like they are in control. What's this guy down here? Is that like a Guatemalan version of Santa? What is he doing? Not a good Santa. That's a bad Santa. He's got some tricks in his bag, one of which being rape. Not a good Santa. How dare they try to protect children? He's screaming with Jew rage. These are not the good Jews. These are the bad Jews. I don't even. I mean, it's like the Westboro Baptists. Like, I don't consider them Christians. I would guess that this is kind of similar with the Jews. They probably don't consider these people real Jews. That's what I would think. I mean, that just makes sense to me. But why have they been around for so long? They started in Israel. They were allowed to propagate. Why? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions here, okay? Why did this Jewish cult, why did Israel let them happen? Why did they let them creep out of their nation and go and steal children? I'm just asking questions here. All right, there's enough of that. And apparently they actually snatched some kids back. So there's that. Good job, cops. CW, yeah, if they're doing that if they're doing those things to kids, I agree. I agree. I don't think we're going to glean anything more from that. 3 members. Ooh, this is from March 27th. This was. Why are we just hearing about this? Why are we just hearing about this? Jewish child sex trafficking ring operating out of Guatemala. This was March 27th, guys. 3 members of what is considered to be an extremist Jewish sect, Lev Tahor, have been found guilty of kidnapping and trafficking children. They've been found guilty of kidnapping a 12-year-old boy, kidnapping a 14-year-old girl, transporting the 14-year-old girl outside of the U.S. to continue sexual relations with her adult male husband. The children were subjected to the forced marriages, physical beatings, and family separations, and burning children's hands. This all came about when a former member of Lev Tahor, 24-year-old Shimon Malka, testified in federal court that he assisted in the 2018 kidnapping of 2 children from their mother, Sarah Helbrons, the daughter of the sect's founder, Shlomo, he's a chomo, Helbrons, and sister of current Lev Tahor leader Nachman Helbrons. Weeks before, Sarah had escaped from the sect located in Mexico at that time, following her disapproval of her 14-year-old daughter being forced into a marriage. Despite having departed from Lev Tahor 2 months prior, Malka participated in the abduction, motivated by the hope that it would facilitate a reunion with his wife who had stayed behind with the sect. However, prosecutors proposed to exempt him from charges in exchange for his collaboration as a witness for the government. Disagree. The Lev Tahor group was founded in Israel in 1988 by a man named Shlomo Erez Helbrons. Helbrons then moved to the U.S. with his followers in 1990. The group is synonymous with kidnapping schemes, with Helbrons himself serving prison time in the U.S. during the 90s for kidnapping a 13-year-old boy from his secular mother. The group moved to Canada, then Mexico, and is now in Guatemala. So I guess they bounced around, huh? There's a little bit of a background. Looks like a swell individual, huh? Is that might have been the guy that we saw with the white beard. I'm thinking there might be some inbreeding that's gone on with these individuals. I'm just saying. Yeah. Sully, that I agree. This would not be considered mainstream, but I will say it's awfully fucking suspicious that they were allowed to continue, that they've been allowed to continue by the authorities for so long. Why is that? What, they get some heat on them and then they move to another country? Well, at a certain point, I mean, we know that the federal government tends to let things like this happen to kids. We know that's a thing. We know our own government's been involved in this type of thing. Sucks to say it, but it's true. Old Operation Gladio, something to look at. Well, you know, X, it would be nice, X, if you went ahead and kept my video window open for a little bit. Is it because I have the noticer thing? Is it because I said faggot once or twice, X? Is that why you hide my damn video? Getting kind of annoyed with X for that shit. Seriously. You can follow me over there on X at BillDozer74__, but it would be nice if I could actually get a little bit of reach over there, huh? Instead of getting only a couple hundred views on my videos when it just turns into a little hyperlink, because nobody wants to click on that hyperlink. It doesn't happen. When the video window is there, people are more likely to give it a click. Fix your shit, X. Just saying. Just saying. What's up, Therapy Range? Good to see ya. Hell of a good chat we had the other day, man. Guys, don't forget to follow Therapy Range over here on Rumble. Good guy. Good guy. Good talks. Good conversations. Man, I don't... Got a lot of dark shit tonight, guys. We got a lot of dark shit that we're talking about tonight. But it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. We have some moments of levity. We have a little bit of dark humor mixed in there. Oh, yes, America. America. If we could have an America that would actually take care of those freaking chomos, that would be a nice thing. Therapy Range, we were just talking about the Lev Tahor sect in Guatemala recently getting busted for abusing 160 minors. And we looked at a little bit of the history. This was on the radar back in March. And I didn't hear... I'm engaged in the news, and I didn't hear a damn thing about this. Didn't hear a damn thing about this. But it's been occurring since the 80s. And if it continues for years and years, maybe there's somebody who's allowing it to continue. Just saying, guys. Just saying. Let's hope those kids are safe. And the ones that they were able to snatch back. Let's hope that they're able to get... let's hope that the authorities can get them back. And let's hope that the kids stay away from these vicious cultists. That's the hope, anyways. That's the hope. Truly disgusting. Truly disgusting times. Don't know how those things are allowed to continue. That's the thing. They're allowed to continue. That's my problem. When they allow these things to happen, that's giving consent. It's giving consent for it to occur. You don't at this point you don't need to let things continue to gather more evidence. The evidence is there. You just got to actually do something about it. And I mean, I don't know how things work in Guatemala, but I do know that Ryan, I think it's Ryan Mata, has been talking about the child sex trafficking that's been going on in Guatemala. And that attorney general that was looking into that is now under investigation from our government. What the fuck is that about, right? Anthony Blinken. Old Anthony Blinken was on Capitol Hill and was asked about why the investigations were, going on into this attorney general, and insinuated that it might have had something to do with the fact that there's child trafficking going on there. And just immediately, that's just ridiculous. That's absurd. Why, buddy? Why is it absurd? Because it sure as shit looks like that's what's going on. Somebody pokes around and does a little digging and asks some questions as to why these kids are being, allowed to be hurt. And you got to prosecute that individual now? Excuse the fuck out of me, but that looks sus as fuck. It looks a little sus. Looks like maybe you guys are the ones that are actually fomenting this, perpetuating the abuse of children. If the shoe fucking fits, right? If it fits. I agree, C-dubs. It is bullshit. Goodness gracious, goodness gracious. All right. Let me see here. Oh, we've been sipping on it. We've been sipping on our drink. It's been helping us flow through these, honestly, truly horrendous topics. Speaking of horrendous topics, the last topic of the night, before we get into our palate cleanser, our Massie Minute, and then a palate cleanser, because god dang it, we're going to need it tonight. The Zulock. Zulock. The Zulock family raises some questions. It it makes you want to ask some uncomfortable questions. I've had a progression. I don't care if somebody is gay. Most of the people who are in the rainbow community usually aren't looking to fuck children. Most of them. But there sure as shit is a high propensity for it in that fucking population. There's a lot of grooming that goes on in that population. Usually when they end up getting in positions of power, like school administrators, they end up trying to influence your kids. They're literally on camera, on video, made a video, and I don't care if it was tongue-in-cheek or not. Behind every joke, there lies a kernel of truth. We're coming for your children, they sang, in a campy way. We're coming for your kids. We're going to convert them. Yeah, I believe you. Thanks for singing it. This gay couple, let's pull it up. Let's go ahead and read. And guys, scaphism is the answer for these individuals. And I'm going to have to refresh my fucking screen because Rumble is being weird. If the tiny hat fits. 3, what? Okay, I'm going to have to refresh. I will be right back. I have returned. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and share this really quick. I'm going to read from Colin Rugg. That's COLLINRUGG. He is a great follow over there on X. A lot of good late breaking news, just on top of things. Let's so these are the guys. These are the Zulocks. These two right here. We've got a video that we'll watch, I suppose, of them. Let's read what Colin Rugg has to say. Here's from Colin Rugg reporting on in Georgia. Georgia couple who raped their special needs adopted sons and prostituted them out to friends sentenced to 100 years in prison. 100 years is too nice. I agree, Colin. William Zulock and Zachary Zulock both pled guilty to the horrifying crimes. Warning, the following is extremely disturbing. Yeah, I was just about to say, CW. I used to think that this was one of the most bigoted things that you can say. They don't reproduce, so they recruit. They don't procreate, so they must recruit. I used to think that was a bigoted thing to say, but no, it's the fucking truth. That's where we're at in this society, and we have to call a spade a fucking spade. The boys were initially adopted through a Christian special needs adoption agency who were accused of cutting corners through the process. Well, Christian, I'm sorry, I don't think a Christian adoption agency should probably be letting gays adopt kids. Maybe if it's a actual Christian adoption agency, maybe you probably don't do that. But apparently they cut corners, right? These special needs boys. Fucking special needs kids. Kids with developmental disabilities getting handed off to these fucking predators. Somebody's got to suffer for this. The people who let this happen, if they can demonstrate that they actually did cut corners through this process, then they need to be held accountable, don't they? The men had adopted the boys several years ago before they were caught and admitted that they had molested the boys for a long period of time, as reported by Town Hall's McKethel. Investigators found over 7 terabytes of evidence detailing the graphic crimes, including images, videos, and text messages. The initial 17-count indictment alleged that the dads, monsters, we're not going to call them dads, individuals who stole up special needs boys, performed oral sex on elementary school boys, forced the boys to perform oral sex on them, and raped their sons. So there was other kids too that they were getting after. I wonder what their positions were, like their jobs, probably with kids. During one incident, the 11-year-old at the time was injured during the rape. The couple would also pimp out their children to nearby pedophiles in the Atlanta area suburbs. The rapes by the couple were filmed and then sent to these men through social media, who would also rape the boys. Everybody raping everybody up in here. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Everybody raping everybody up in here. On one occasion, one of the men in the pedophile ring brutally raped the boy, causing physical injuries. One of the men in the ring eventually told law enforcement, revealing how he received messages from the Zulocks, talking about how excited they were about screwing their son tonight, which were on film. While William Zulock pleaded guilty to 6 counts of aggravated sodomy, 3 counts of aggravated child molestation, 2 counts of incest, and 2 counts of sexual exploitation of children. Zachary Zulock pled guilty to 2 counts of aggravated sodomy, 3 counts of aggravated child molestation, 2 counts of sodomy, and 3 counts of sexual exploitation of children. They were both sentenced to 100 years. Luis Sanchez was one of the others in the pedophile ring, pled guilty to pandering for a person under 18. He was sentenced to 60 years with 15 years in prison. So what's that mean? 60 years with 15 years in prison. So what? The rest of it, you get to be out, and then like on probation or parole. Here's a video from Town Hall. Let's see if they have a little bit of if they can elucidate on some of these questions I have.
They come in blazing with AK-47s or whatever.
How many people was it?
10, 15, a lot. They were doing like a drug bust or something.
Yeah, you can tell in Zach's mugshot that he has a big bruise on the left side of his face.
Yeah,
But
they slammed him against the floor in the foyer. He had bruises on his knees, his face.
A months-long town hall investigation reveals disturbing new details about the affluent LGBT activist couple accused of sodomy. Yeah, of course they're activists. Of course they are. Because that's what happens, guys. And we have to call the spade a fucking spade. These people shouldn't be allowed to fucking adopt kids. I'm fucking laying down the fucking law. Gay couples shouldn't be allowed to adopt kids. The risk is too fucking great. And I'm not saying that straight couples don't do this shit too, but it's far more prevalent in this community. And part of it is, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them, they've been abused too. And they've been exposed to grooming behaviors too. And while not all hurt people, you know, it tends to be a pattern. See, the adoptive father's 33-year-old William Dale Zulock and 35-year-old Zachary Zulock were arrested overnight in 2022. Family member concerned about the well-being of the children shared their reported jailhouse calls exclusively with Town Hall. And they came with AK-47.
They slammed him on the floor, and I hate to say this, but I don't sleep in clothes, so they arrested me in my bed naked, put me in a cruiser.
He's fine with being arrested naked. He doesn't care. Acting like it's a concern.
No.
And, oh, mate, they threw you on the floor. Yeah, you deserved worse than that. You deserved, after the evidence that they have, you should have been taken care of right there. But in a minute, we're going to talk about exactly what scaphism is, a.k.a. the boats, guys.
Close. I sat in the back of that cruiser from 11:30 to about 4 a.m. naked in the back seat of that cruiser while they searched our house for God knows what.
Not only did they allegedly rape the 2 brothers who were adopted through a Christian special needs adoption agency, they were also pimping them out. Yep.
They seized the house, everything inside of it, all of our cars on the property.
17-count indictment. A 17-count indictment charges the Zulock co-defendants with soliciting 27-year-old Hunter Clay Lawless and a 25-year-old Luis Armando Vicaro Sanchez to perform an act of prostitution with their adopted kid.
I think they took our house because they think there was extra money coming in from somewhere, and we're like in our 30s and we have this big giant
The love of my family, huh?
house, and I didn't think we could afford it.
Lawless, who snitched on the Zulocks, told local law enforcement he received numerous messages via Snapchat from Zachary about screwing his son tonight. And we already read that, and that's we'll move past that. We need to bring back public executions, guys.
I mean, can I ask you, does this guy know you at all, or some random thing he's just trying to, rat somebody? I mean, can I ask you that, or?
So last time he was here, I told him something, and I told you last time he was here, I told him something. I wrote down something, gave it to him. It's something around those lines, but more.
Me and Zach worked our butts off for everything we've had.
Oh, man.
And they called me out front again for fingerprints, and I saw the new charges that they're putting against, I'm assuming both of us. There's 17 charges.
Why can't these fuckers be lit on fire in a subway, huh? Let's go ahead and read this real quick. For those who might be listening, at the bond hearing, the judge presiding over the case mentioned the prosecution possibly proceeding forward under the child sex trafficking statute of the RICO, Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act.
I mean, are you worried about the boys, of where they are, or?
I mean, yeah, but I definitely can't talk about that.
Our business is our business. The couple allegedly told their sons, what happens in our home stays in our home. Groomers.
I don't want to say it, but brace yourself for the truth. Okay? Just don't give up, honest. You talk to Zach, tell him I still love him.
I can't cry right around other people. I just need somebody who doesn't hate us.
Oh, you deserve all the hate. The Zulocks. The Zulocks have been indicted by a grand jury on charges of incest, aggravated sodomy, aggravated child molestation, felony exploitation of a children, and prostitution of a minor. Each of the co-defendants is facing over 9 life sentences. They need to be executed. And this is back when they had pleaded not guilty, so they pled guilty now. Both boys were rescued in the midnight raid on the Zulock mansion. They had a mansion, guys. They had a mansion. Now they're back in foster care. Because these people, they're the ones that deserve a mansion. They're the ones that get the funding for... Yeah, so there that is. So guys, I have a solution to these individuals. For the people that hurt kids, especially in such a way. They deserve scaphism. This is also known as the boats, excuse me. And it's an ancient form of Persian torture and execution, where you have boats, right? The individual has done something horrible, right? And it was actually some royalty. One of the main things that I read up, one of his brothers apparently tried to overthrow his kingdom, and so he used a particularly gruesome way to end somebody. And for somebody who's done this to kids, I believe that they deserve to suffer as much as possible in their ending. The boats, you take 2 boats, right? And you lay the individual on the boats, but you cut holes for the limbs, for the ankles and the wrists and their head, and then you sandwich the boats, right? So they're on top of each other like this, with the person's head, and it's like they're encased in this, and they're stripped naked, and they are coated in milk and honey, and fed milk and honey, and the natural processes occur. It has to be in the hot in the hot time too, and they are turned. I didn't know this actually. They are turned to where their head is always facing the sun, so that they're getting horrifically sunburnt along with this. And while this is happening, you're covered in the milk and honey. You're being fed the milk and honey. So you're continued to persist, and bodily processes are going to do what they do in the boat, right? Well, with the milk and honey and the other, refuse and things like that, the bugs, guys, the bugs will do the work for you. And the bugs will attack the face and eat at the face, and they will attack the orifices, and they will eat the person slowly and painfully. They will eat them to death. They will be consumed by the bugs until they rot. That is the answer to people who hurt kids like this. That is the fucking answer. Scafism, aka the boats for these motherfuckers. You take a fucking kid, you take two special needs kids, kids that don't know any fucking better. These kids, special needs children, they don't fucking know any better. And you took advantage of the innocence of not just a child, but a child that can't comprehend, that can't understand that what you are doing is so fucking wrong. You are the scum of the earth. You are the most demonic fucking garbage. And you deserve every bit of rapage that you get when you go to prison. I hope they fucking destroy you with a broom handle, fucking Andy Dufresne style. I hope they make you suffer for years. Your farts will never make a fucking noise again. You disturbingly demonic individuals. I hope all of the horrible things for you. They shouldn't be in prison for 100 years. They should be fucking ended in the way that I mentioned. Scafism. Fucking bring them to the goddamn boats. That's what they need. They should not be allowed to continue breathing. They should not be allowed to do it. And if you think they should, well, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. They shouldn't be allowed to exist. Not after doing that. Not after doing it to especially some of the individuals that are... If you ever... I have a freaking soft spot. I have a soft spot for special needs folks. You fucking take advantage of special needs kids, special need individuals, you deserve all the ire. You deserve all the ire. And I pray for bad things to happen to you. I pray that God will find time to make them suffer because they deserve it. Let's get some Old Testament God. We need some Old Testament God for these motherfuckers. That's what we need. Got you with the farts comment there, Minnie. That's what needs to happen. It's been a bit of a dark show tonight, guys. It's been a dark show. Merry Christmas. But we've got a Massie Minute, guys. We've got a Massie Minute. JJR, if you're listening, I got you, bro. I got you. We have literally a minute of Thomas Massie. Speaking of ethical considerations, with the whole Matt Gaetz thing, right? Which is bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. There's no evidence that the dude was screwing a 17-year-old. None. There's Venmo payments. And it's like, even the people that they're interviewing, they're like, yeah, I didn't do that for payment. I didn't do that because he paid me. I did it because I wanted to. It was given freely. The things that they were doing with him. And this is not the 17-year-old, by the way. This is the adults. And if the Biden Department of Injustice had any bit of an inkling that they would be able to get him, they would have gone ahead and got him. This House Ethics Committee has no validity whatsoever. None whatsoever. And clearly, when you have our Chad Massie, Thomas Massie, Nostradamus, as has been coined, talking about with the release of the Gates report, can we get an expeditious release of the $17 million congressional slush fund that pays off the victims of sexual misconduct? Huh? Can we get that? Maybe a little bit. Ooh, a little spicy there. A little spicy. Let's bring them up. The Massie Minute fellows and ladies.
You know, Congress has paid over $17 million in hush money for sexual misconduct inside of...
C-dubs, I will probably try to balance it out with a little bit of a lightheartedness the whole next show. Thursday might be a chill stream. Thursday, if I am able to stream on Thursday, guys, I'm thinking it's going to be a chill stream. We might play music videos. We might just have a good time. We might just talk about whatever the fuck y'all want to talk about. We might just have a fun time and hang out. So after this one.
The offices in these buildings. And what's more is that was taxpayer money, right? The allegation is
Hey, Coffee Crew Mocha. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the follow. Appreciate you helping me get up over 500 the other night.
that President Trump paid $130,000 of his own money. But here in Congress, there may be some on this dais. I mean, I'm for turning loose all of these records. Who in here has had the taxpayer pay for their sexual misconduct charges, the hush money? I bet there's some over there. There may be some over here. I don't know, but I do know it's taxpayer money. And I do know not a single penny of it has been turned in as a campaign finance expense. I mean, is the FEC going to investigate the $17 million that the Congress has paid to settle, behind closed doors, these sexual misconduct allegations?
Congressman, if a complaint were to come to us about it, I'm sure it would be thoroughly investigated.
Sure it would be. Sure it would be, Commissioner Trainer. Massie hitting him with the cold, hard logic. The Massie Minute. Thomas Massie's a good dude. I think he's one of the few that actually gives a crap about the Constitution still. That's what I think. All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and pull up a Valentina Gomez. Oh, gosh. If my freaking mouse... Good Lord. Come on. Here's her response to illegals that do bad things to people. Let's pull it up real quick, and then we'll go into our palate cleanser at the end here with Rob Schneider and his piece, his little clip here. Would my mouse actually listen to me? That would be nice. Thank you. All right. She's a little bit edgy. She's here in Missouri. At least last I checked she was. This is... Get it, Valentina.
It's that simple. Public executions for any illegal that rapes or kills an American. They don't deserve deportation. They deserve to be ended.
Get it.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. It's that simple. Brass solution. Brass solution, guys. I like her. She's spicy. She's very spicy. What's up, Duck Fat? Good to see you. You've missed the darkness of the stream tonight. We've had moments of levity and humor, though. We sure have. Let's go ahead and pull up our palate cleanser. Let me find it real quick. Oh, where did it go? Ooh, here's a good one before we get into the Rob Schneider clip. Here's a clip of justice happening. Because California is starting to actually prosecute criminals who steal shit. And you have some, and I'm just going to use my little mouse thing over here because my mouse is being stupid as hell right now. I don't know what its problem is. Let me share it. You have a group of women, a group of ladies that are...
and that's just what they...
All right, here we go. They thought it was like the other areas in California where you could steal up to $900. As long as it was under $900, they won't even arrest you. Let's watch.
Keep saying you got something for me.
YouTube's probably going to copyright strike me for the freaking song.
Something
Fuck YouTube.
you call love, but confess. You've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin'. And now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots
Looking like Sasquatch with those boots.
are gonna walk all over you. Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthin'. And you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying
Some justice-involved individuals, all right? What's up, Cyrene Pickle? Thanks for joining.
when you ought to be a-changin'. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what
Got their ratchet asses.
they'll do.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
That's a felony? Bitch, new laws.
Bitch, new laws. Get wrecked, dumbasses.
Stealing is a felony. And this is Orange County, bitch. They don't play. That's why I asked what county is. That's where I went to jail last year and got on probation for a year for stealing out of Target.
Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches.
Well, there you go. Look at that. That's a happy outcome for the idiots, guys. Look at that. Justice happened. Justice. We saw it. Shocked them. That's right. We shocked them. Gotcha, bitch. They got him. They got him, guys. Let me find the Rob Schneider clip here. I got it on here somewhere. We're gonna find it, damn it. Let's see. There it is. Ooh, found it right here. It was very close. I was close. Let's bring it up. And this is our palate cleanser. Guys, we've talked about some dark shit tonight. What did we talk about tonight? We talked about the commutations of the 37 of the 40 federal death row inmates. Then we went on to discuss the Guatemalan that set the woman ablaze on the New York subway. Pretty fucked up. We had our rants about it. Issues to address there. And then we talked about the Guatemalan sect of Jews, Lev Tahor, trafficking children. No bueno. No bueno at all. And then we talked about the Zulock family, quote-unquote family. The two gay guys that adopted special needs kids and did horrible things to them and pimped them out. And this is our palate cleanser, guys. We have Rob Schneider from Amfest. Rob Schneider with an excellent chronicling of how exactly the Democrats lost this election. Rob Schneider, great presentation here. I present it to you, the people. I outstreamed Joe. Yes. What's up, Sangland? Joe's slacking. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Let me look real quick. Let me look real quick and see what we're at with likes. All right. We've had some people. We've had up to 50 people, or every now and then watching. Let's see. Let me do a refresh on the likes. If my mouse will do what I say. Fucker. We're at 25 likes, guys. Oh shit. We're at 20. We're at 25 likes. Guys, take a minute and hit that like button. Let's get it done, guys. Let's get it done. Joe isn't Mein Führer anymore. It's just me now, huh? 26. Thank you, Coffee Crew Mocha. You understood the assignment and you executed it with purpose. Thank you.
Democrats still seem confused as to why they lost this election. They want to think it has something to do with misogyny or racism. Well, let me clear it up for those still bewildered Democrats. You lost because you tried to tell the American people that the economy was great when they couldn't afford to buy groceries. You lost because you ran a moron in place of a president you knew was a corpse attached to a car battery. Even the Amish, who never voted. It's like, honey, go, Hilda, go get my horse. I don't know what electricity is, but I know one thing. I'm definitely voting against this dipshit. Democrats, you lost because you tried to convince the American people that it was racisty to close the border and not let people come in illegally to rob and murder them. You lost because nobody gives a fuck about the term Latinx. You lost because your Justice Department called parents who showed up at school board meetings terrorists just for not wanting pornography in their children's classrooms. You lost, Democrats, you lost because you lied about January 6th, calling it worse than Pearl Harbor or 9/11, instead of what January 6th really was, the FBI guided tour of the Capitol building?
Yes.
You lost, Democrats, because men can't have babies, women don't have dicks, even if they play in the WNBA. And free speech isn't a privilege like a driver's license. It's a God-given right guaranteed by our Constitution.
Get it. Get it.
You lost because you colluded with tech companies like Facebook to silence Americans. You lost because you fired doctors, nurses, scientists, and frontline workers for refusing to take an experimental gene therapy because my body, my choice only counts if it's about abortion.
Yep. Hell yeah.
You lost because during the pandemic, you closed churches and small businesses, but kept open strip clubs, liquor stores, and Walmarts, and wanted us to mask up between bites.
Yep.
I'm just grateful that the American people saw through Oprah's lies, saying that you will never vote again if Trump wins. America didn't fall for Obama in his mama jeans, trying to shame black men into voting for Kamala just because they may have mommy problems or issues. I'm glad nobody listened to Kamala Harris because she never really said what she stood for. Because at the end of the day, just like her party, she stood for nothing. The Democrats had no policy this year. Their only hope, besides calling Trump Hitler every chance they had, was that their hope was that Americans would hate Donald Trump more than they love their country, and they failed miserably because Americans love their country. Americans love their country. It is a nation.
Real quick, Coolrog, thank you for following the channel. Much appreciated.
Nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. And as we bid farewell to the third Obama administration, and as we witness the woke mind virus gasping its last diversity, equity, and inclusion breath, we welcome the gift the Democrats have bestowed onto us, that now the Republican Party is the party of the people.
Hell yeah. Let's hope so.
I'm grateful to President Trump for having Robert Kennedy as our next Health and Human Services Secretary.
Yep. Yep.
Because we need to make America healthy again. 70% of our American men no longer can qualify for the health standards to be in our Army. We need to get all of you need to get healthy again. Walk 10,000 steps a day. We need to get all of us healthy. We need to. Because if you love your country, you want to have your kids healthy again. We got to get to the bottom. We got to kick out the pharma stooges who have been in charge of our CDC.
Oh, yeah.
We need to somehow, we cannot have food that is not okay, that Europe won't have, that Canada won't have, but is okay to poison our own American people. That shit has to stop.
Yep.
This is a nation under God, and America has decided that Donald Trump will make America great again.
Oh, yes.
And lastly, you lost because you can't give $100 billion to Ukraine and only $700 to American fire victims in Maui. And only $800 to American hurricane victims in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Damn right. That was a relatively decent palate cleanser, wasn't it, guys? We had a little bit of fun there towards the end. A little bit dark for most of the stream. I see we have 55 followers here at the end of the stream. Thank you so much or 55 watchers currently. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to smash that like button. Follow the channel if you have not followed yet. If you haven't created a Rumble account yet, take a couple minutes, make a Rumble account, support free speech, follow small-time creators like myself and others. There are quite a few of us out there. Therapy Range, Sully with the Gun Club, and Real Hard Truths. Definitely worth a follow. Thanks for that compliment there, Duck Fat. Good shit. Good shit. Who are we going to raid tonight, guys? Who are we going to raid? Who's on right now that we need to take a look at and see who is see what's going on? Let me do a refresh here. Oh, didn't mean to play that. Let's see. We got late night. Let me see. We might just go ahead and do it. Should we just go ahead and do late night? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We'll raid Adonis Paul. We'll go ahead and it's perfect timing. Perfect timing. Somebody suggested that I wait a second before clicking the raid. Like wait a couple seconds, and it might not make me do it twice. So let's see if that actually works. No? Okay, we're gonna do. Let's see. We got. And then, bam. Let me see if that works. Let's wait a second here. And then. Yeah, that's right. Wait a minute. Like a whole minute, CW? You got to wait a whole minute before you click confirm raid? Or just like a couple seconds? What are we looking at here? Oh, shoot. JJR, sorry for the suggestion. I missed it. My bad, man. I'll get Average Joe next time. We're going to send nearly 60 people over there. All right. Has it been long enough? I've clicked it. Should I click confirm now? Shit. C-Dubs. Thank you. Good advice. The raid has initiated. On to Adonis Paul, everybody. Well, guys, if you're here for the first time, welcome to the Dozer Den. We're at the end of the stream tonight. We usually cover about 3 to 4 news stories an evening. Then we have a palate cleanser at the end. It's been a bit of a dark one tonight. Been a bit of a dark one, but you know what? We ended on a high note with Rob Schneider with the funnies. It was a good time. It was a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued viewership. Thank you to the subscribers. It was awesome to see the chat lit up with red tonight, guys. Do you feel good about that? Do you feel good about that? If you can, and you want to continue that subscription past this month, I wouldn't be mad at you. I wouldn't be mad at you, but only if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I might see you guys on Thursday. I might not. I'll keep you updated. If you follow me on X, I'll give you updates, and on the Discord as well. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. If I don't see you guys again, have a great holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever the hell you celebrate. I prefer Merry Christmas. Have a good time with your family. Enjoy yourselves. Be merry. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.